behavior because the prisons were overrun in the city of Waterdeep. This occurs a number of years after the events of the Rise of Tiamat, where the town is still recovering from the amount of damage the war against Tiamat has incurred. That being said, lawlessness has run rampant, and they had to make choices about who stays in jail and who does not. At that point, he met Vash the Stampede as well as Royal, his old standbys. Later on, they met with Damros Akros and Yalo, making the full complement of their adventuring clan. They've heard from an earlier mission that they went on to recover Rainier Never Emperor about how his father was ousted from the open hand of Waterdeep because of embezzling money and hiding it somewhere in the city. They spoke about there's an item that would let you know how to unlock the chamber in which that money is housed. But yet, all he had was a very, very minor idea of where it was. And that was following this Nimblewright craftsman. As you found a Nimblewright, you accosted it, and you found the individuals responsible for making it, you were given one word, and that was Castellanter. That being said, you guys have returned back to Trollskull Alley with Rainier in tow, and that's where we'll pick up so that you guys can explore the sandbox some more. Just to remind you of what the sandbox looks like right now, let's move you guys over to your manor, and then to remind you guys of what you had in here is you did have a fighting pit installed. You are continuing to work on the second floor being a speakeasy style casino. You do have a friendly ghost that is really good at the hospitality sector.
Can
our friendly ghost carry things?
Just ask.
Yeah, no one's ever checked.
Did we name him?
I think he came with a name.
Yeah.
But did we name him?
I don't think so.
Yes, you did. You named him Vash the Stampede. Yes, he does have a name. It was Lif. L-I-F.
So, how far are we from opening casino?
Given the fact that so when it came down to what happened, there was a fireball spell that was casted at the house.
Yeah.
As you went to chase off, that was what led to the Nimblewright chase. So there's cosmetic damage to the building. There's a few boards removed here or there, but for the most part, everything's installed. The staff is in place. You really just need to open it.
Okay, let's open this and get some money to make the outside look good.
All right, if that's the case, I want you to roll a D100.
Well, I just want to make sure everyone else is on board with it. I'm not the only owner of this establishment.
Well, no, it's every week that you guys roll a D100 and then add a modifier, and that's how much money you make that week.
Right.
If it's ready to open, let's open it. I'm ready to start punching the people for money.
That is 53.
All right, a 53 versus my roll on this. All right, so as it comes out, you guys have made 130 gold pieces for the first week of operation. Because it's your first week of operation, you also have the soft opening bonus, which doubles it. So in reality, it's 260 gold that you guys have earned through your manor.
Right.
Now, in addition, it comes down to wages based off of paying all of your dealers, security, and the bouncers. It does take 15 gold away from that.
215, not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And
Okay.
basically, every session you guys can start off with a make money roll.
I have some questions, just to kind of get my head into space. The last 4 things I put in my notes make no sense to me right now. So the nimble right was the thing that we chased from
Yes.
the bar, right?
Yes.
What is the Hall of Exemplary Inventions?
That's where
so
nimble rights are created, if I remember correctly.
it
and
is
heavily used.
Yeah, it was the building in which acts as a nimble right factory. There's an inventor
Mm-hmm.
who creates these constructs, and he runs that building.
Okay. What is it Growlhound or Growlhound?
Growlhound Villa.
Okay, and that was that is what?
Let me go back earlier into the chapter for this. Um,
Is that where the Castellanters live?
no, so what you were looking for in there was a Zentarum post. That's where you believed that Zent assassin Erstal Floxen returned. In regards to sending a nimble right to interrupt the mission. You believe that the entire goal of the Erstal Floxen and the nimble right was to take the Stone of Galore away from you guys.
Okay. Because Yalo had it, right? When he came into
Yalo had it. It was removed from him. You guys were chasing the nimble right along with Erstal Floxen.
Oh, okay.
So there's essentially 3 factions, and the nimble right was the one that got away with the Stone of Galore. When you took down the nimble right, you guys realized that a transfer of the Stone of Galore had been made.
Okay. Okay. All right. I'm there.
Any other questions before we get started in earnest? Nope.
I don't think so.
Okay. So at this point, Rainier comes up to you guys and just is beside himself. He's coming down. He's like, "This is fucking terrible. Oh my god, this is." How many people know about the stone? Oh god, there's gonna be open war in the streets. It's just gonna be fucking chaos. And it's just going on in himself, and like kind of a downward spiral over that kind of comes along the theme of what have I wrought.
I clap him on the shoulder. I say, I don't know why you're being so dramatic. Look how many people are here.
I mean, that's okay.
Big success.
First off, congratulations. Second off, actually, there's no second off on here. This is just terrible. Look, guys, I hate to ask you to do this, but I need.
Then don't.
Well,
Problem solved. Don't ask.
as he just kind of stands up and turns around and starts walking away.
So this could
Yeah,
make
he
us
turns-
money. Maybe we should invest in this bullshit.
Yeah, he turns around and goes like, "It's over 1 million gold dragons."
Oh God, that's right.
Buddy, I was joking.
Now we got to start talking about everybody's cut, so that's going to change things.
Got so wrapped up in opening a bar.
That's all I cared about.
What if we can make more than that with the bar, though?
Wait. Do you guys really believe that you can only have one venture here?
Yes.
What if we get the 1 million gold dragons, invest them in the bar, and then when we get that back, then no one can trace where they came from?
So we're going to use the bar to launder money.
Why hasn't nobody thought of this?
Hold on.
Why would you
First
wash
thing-
gold coins?
Yeah. First and foremost, we need to get the Stone of Galore. None of these plans make sense at all if we don't have step 1, secure the Stone of Galore and prevent open war in the streets.
Sounds like we need dwarves. They're good at digging for things.
Do we know who Varm has to shoot yet?
I mean, please shoot me. Oh my god.
Okay. I pull out. I think I have a
Magic
crossbow.
missile.
Rhetorical.
No.
Rhetorical.
I take out my greatsword.
What do I have?
Stop it.
I got a short bow.
No. Of course, the first session here, exploring the space through violence.
I don't know what you expected.
As all good D&D sessions and
Literally nothing else.
campaigns start with murder
It's
hobos.
like, oh, you guys won't be murder hobos. I'll give you a home. No, now you're just, murderers.
He
But we
asked
have a
us.
lair, which makes us serial murderers.
All right, so he just asked out here, who the hell knows anything about the Castellanders?
I would like to roll for Castellary Rock information.
That's Lannisters, but go ahead, roll history.
Turns out there are no lines.
That's a
Yeah.
great reference.
Yeah. First off, big ups, take inspiration.
That's 8.
8. So, with that, you don't know a lot about the Castellanders. You know that they are a very prominent family in Waterdeep. You know that they're very, very like top of the top nobility. And you also know that they lost one of their children at 9 years old. And because of that, a lot of their money goes towards charities trying to promote children's health and that kind of stuff.
Now, when you say lost, you mean died.
If we
Yes.
find their child, will we get the stone from them?
Did a
I
hag
can
in
find the child.
Did a
I
hag
mean,
in
you
the
can
woods
go,
take the
like-
kid?
Yeah, you can go to the graveyard and the child is buried in a mausoleum. Everybody knows this. So finding the child's not that hard.
So Yallo needs to invest in some necromancy.
How much would they pay us if we find him?
Rainier
This sounds like easy money.
Yeah. Rainier just kind of looks at you and just goes, you're going to scar people more than help the situation by finding the remains of the kid.
Remains.
Okay, Royal, do you know what dead is?
There are several stitches of dead.
How dead?
God damn it, take inspiration here.
If the Castellanders are so noteworthy, where do they live? Do people know that?
They probably do. Let me see if there's an actual name for it.
Casterly Rock. Damn it, Mike was right. So I changed my name in Roll20 to include the Stampede, but also the OG, so people know that I was the first bash of the Stampede.
Yeah, so they have a mansion in the Castle Ward. There's no name from it that I can see here, but they also have a mausoleum specifically for the members of that family.
I bet that's where the kid is.
Mystery solved.
Rainier
We're
just
rich.
kinda looks at you and goes like, that's some great deducing there, Yallo. Hard to get stuff past you.
So then we should probably case their mansion and find out maybe what they're doing. And then also maybe the mausoleum's a secret entrance to something. We've been underground once already. It was fake wet. I don't know if you remember, guys. If you guys remember that, the ground was painted to look wet.
If it was me, I would have a secret entrance.
Yeah, it's a cat cave.
Cats always living in caves.
I wish my
Okay.
cat would go in a cave. She's so noisy.
All right. So
How do That was me.
yeah. So Bash the Stampede. Bash the Stampede. Bash the Stampede. And the other two Bash the Stampedes.
I don't
That
think
was
this guy
fun.
knows our names.
Well, you guys all told me your name was Bash the Stampede.
Oh, he's that guy.
You
Oh
told
yeah. Mhm.
everybody this.
Well, I keep telling people that because it's my name.
Really good. Good. Keep doing that.
I don't get it. It's my name.
Even he believes it now.
All right. Vashes, Vashai, Vashin.
We're Vashing the Stampeders.
No, we are Vash, and he is the Stampede.
I do run the fastest.
No, I am Vash, the Stampede.
Can we please run to an idea?
I thought we were gonna desecrate bodies looking for a secret
Um,
entrance.
I will not
Desecra-
run,
we're not-
but
we're
I
not
will
desecrating
stampede
anything.
to an idea.
The lost child is a red herring to the secret entrance.
Red rum.
I wanna scope out the house.
I want to start with the mausoleum because there's a lower probability of being discovered.
Was there any stories about the child's death? Like, was it just like a normal death, like accepted, or was it kind of?
Roll a history check.
Oh, making me reach for things.
I think Varm might be the only. Varm, will you go with me to the house so you can make sure that the only person who might shoot me is you?
That's a 12 plus something. History is a +5. Nice, 17.
All right. So based off of this, you know that the child had a chronic condition, and essentially had a slow.
Drugs are bad.
Yeah, slow wasting away, and then the Castellanters poured resources and money trying to get any cure they could have. And every progressive attempt was a little bit more outlandish and a little bit more outrageous than the last. And then on the 9th birthday of the child passed away.
On his birthday.
Yes. You do know that the Castellaners have two other children right now, ages 4 and 6.
Damn it,
And-
they're younger, so they couldn't have killed them.
Yeah. You are aware that throughout all of this, there is a lot, like most of their work now is through those charity foundations.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what you get with a 17. Yes.
Okay.
However, roll an Arcana check as well.
That is a 6 plus a 5 again, so 11.
You are aware that they tried both traditional mundane medicine, alchemical treatment styles, as well as like clerical healing as well. So like they tried
Okay.
everything. You kind of know it's exhaustive. Like in terms of, do you know specifically what they did? No,
Right.
not really. But you know, throughout every factor, they like if there is something to try, they tried it.
Okay.
Yeah.
What if we make me look like sick child and pretend to be, how do you say, charity? We get money and access at the same time.
So we want to pose as rich investors for children causes.
I want to pose as child.
We want to lie about you being a sick child in order to get money from charities.
No.
And then we launder
want
it
to-
through the bar.
Pretend to be charity and get money from castle lanterns and access to property.
And win the Special Olympics.
All at the same time.
You think I'm that good?
Hold on, I just want to make sure I have this right. So it's not we want to take money from charities. We want to be a fake charity.
Yes. And take money from the charitable, which might be worse. I don't know.
Well, if we
It's
don't
more
have...
so getting access to their compound than stealing money from them.
Right. That's why I want to go check it out first, because we may
Right.
not need to do that.
Okay.
This point you just see Rainier, and his jaw has dropped farther than a human jaw ever should.
I think he
And she just-
dislocated that.
So he's
Yeah.
human.
So he's actually
one of
Yuan
those.
Chi.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, the snake peoples.
I reach out and I just lift it.
Thank you. All right, so casing the joint is a potential next place, right?
Tips.
Okay, who would
And
like
the
to join?
mausoleum.
Yeah. Yep. So we'll go casing the joint first. Who
Yep.
wants to join Vash the Stampede OG on this? Okay.
I will join him,
so
and
we
I
have-
will have an altered self. I will alter self on myself to make myself look like a sickly child.
Okay. That one will happen. We have Royal, aka True Vash the Stampede, going with. Anybody else going?
I'll go with.
All right.
Ooh, yeah, Vonner. Yeah.
So we'll bring the party up here. I don't have a map made for this, so we're gonna theater of the mind it.
Okay.
But it comes out to, as you look into this, it is a veritable mini castle of itself. There is a moat that surrounds this, as well as a drawbridge. There's a couple of individuals standing guard at this guardhouse on either side of the drawbridge. The house itself is like 4 floors up. It's like absurdly massive. And then over the main door, it just says Castle Lantern Manor. It's like cobblestone in nature, built up out of all the buildings. The top floor had seen a little bit of smoke damage from the war against Tiamat. However, in the larger sense of this, everything kind of stood up pretty damn well amongst the amount of damaged smaller buildings that have seen repairs. And you see like I don't know any of you have ever seen this, but if you look at Florence, Italy, about 40 feet up into the air, you'll see like anything below that 40-foot line, a much darker color of a paint, and anything above that 40-foot line, a brighter color. Because one time the city flooded 40 feet, and that's like sediment is just stuck into the paint of anything below that line. That's kind of what it looks like right now, just the opposite being true.
Okay.
Yeah. In terms of like walking around, like you guys have free access to anything on the outer side of the moat. Yeah.
We
what
can't
would you got?
See
would
the.
you
Can we see the mausoleum from the outside?
Yeah. So the mausoleum is. Let me take you guys to the city out here. So when we're in the castle ward,
Yep.
like this right here is kind of where the Castellaners are living.
Yep.
The mausoleum is in the city of the dead. Right.
Oh, so it's not on their property.
Correct. It's not on the
Okay.
property. This isn't like the Starks, where it's just underneath their houses where all the dead Starks live.
So that's a hell of a tunnel if they got a secret entrance then.
There's a
Dwarves.
secret entrance somewhere. That's all I'm looking for while we're staking it out, by the way.
All right. So if that's the case, I'm going to tell you to make repeat checks if this is what you're continuously doing, but roll perception at disadvantage at this point because you don't really know where to look yet.
Oh, I know where to look. Oops. Disadvantage hurts. It's a 2.
All right. At this point,
Yikes.
you're like, hey, underwater is a great place to hide a secret door.
But I'm not going in the water.
Are there people like coming and going?
In terms of this, yes, there are people who come and go. You're right around a shift change where one set of manor workers are entering and ones that are leaving. They talk to the guards. The drawbridge gets lowered, and then the exchange happens. They get raised up again, but everyone is like, it's actually pretty decent security. Like they have to show their papers. They have to show their club Castle Lantern membership cards that they can go work.
So there's not like utility workers or anything like that kind of coming back and forth. I'm thinking
No.
of like an Italian job sort of deal, where we'd be the cable guy.
No, they have satellite, so they don't need somebody for that.
So it seems like getting in there would be pretty hard, at least during the day.
Unless if we had a sick kid, and you are my daddy.
At this point, everybody looks towards Yellow, and you just see that he's altered himself. He's got this giant running nose coming through. He like even
I was thinking
though-
open sores like on the face and cheek too.
Oh, you have that as well. Like you hear this like dry cough that comes through, even though Yellow's mouth isn't moving. For some reason, he's programmed sound in this illusion as well. It's really, really wild. But yeah, Yellow, do me a favor and roll a wisdom check.
That is another 6 plus wisdom check is what's my wisdom modifiers? 1, so 7.
You do have the idea here is if you don't have currently a reason to be there, you can always devise one. And if only we had something set up where we can just invent a reason as to why we would be.
So I'm not so naive as to think that people don't notice that I'm a tabaxi and that doesn't come with its own sort of level of distrust. But
I mean, it's not to the level in which Khajiit are hated in Skyrim.
Right, but like if I'm a tabaxi and I'm walking up to these guards just to like see like how tight security, like hey, I have an appointment with the Castle Lanterns, and they'd be like, well, whatever, but like they're gonna think I'm probably up to something. But then again, none of us really don't stand out.
Yeah. I would say I think you're reading into it a little much as to like with Waterdeep kind of being one of the major cities out here, everyone's used to like the minor races, or the less common races out here. Like they may not treat you as if you're instantly best friend material, but it's not an outright immediate suspicion.
Okay.
Yeah. Like to give you an idea, like people would probably be more skeptical of royal, but race is not the reason.
It's the
Yeah.
mask. Okay. So hang on, guys. I've got an idea. Just wait here. I'm gonna go talk to the guards really quick.
I sit down.
So I walk up to like the guard checkpoint or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
What how do they like how I'm trying to gauge the reaction as I walk up.
There's really no sort of like physical stance change.
Mhm.
They just kind of they look at you, they eye you, and when they realize like you're getting closer and you may have business with them, it just goes, "Welcome to Castle Lantern Manor. If you're here for creating an appointment or for a visit, please procure your ID so that we can discuss with the Castle Lanterns when you can be seen."
Yeah. ID. Yeah. So that's what I need to make an appointment.
I assume that you are a native here of Waterdeep, given your accent. If that is the case, then yes, you should have your ID on you at all times. You do know the code of laws here in this city, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
so you can procure this. Yes.
Yes, but I left my bag back with my friends.
All right. As they just
If he
kinda-
looks over by us, I'm gonna like hack up like a splem ball while he's looking to make him like not want to go back over there.
Oh, okay. You know what? In order
I'm
to-
sitting down and licking myself.
You know what? In order to save time here, what business do you have for us?
Well, there's a sick child that we found, and we heard that they were sympathetic towards sick, very ill children, and so we were hoping to get him some help.
As he kind of looks over, roll a deception check with advantage, because Yallow's alter self is helping out with this.
Okay. Let's see. That is going to be an 18.
You do realize we do not need physical proof of sick children to believe that sick children are afoot.
Well, sure, but he's a child. I can't just like leave him somewhere.
I mean, there are plenty of hospitals here in Waterdeep. Excuse me, like, you're leaving a sick child with someone who is licking his own arm. Are you sure there's only one sick individual here in this group?
I don't get it.
Look, are you worried at all about the contagiousness of this small child, or the taller one?
I mean, I wasn't before.
I am willing to talk to the Castellanters about having written correspondence with you, but I am very, very scared about having sick individuals head inside the manor, or those who are in direct contact with them.
What?
In order to protect the Castellanter
Not right
children
now.
as well. As you can tell, the Castellanters are very, very protective of their family. So we would, based off of what we've been instructed, written correspondence may be preferable in this case.
What a topical subject.
I give them Tom Hagen's address.
This is very, very great. Thank you. We will pass this along, and we will have the Castellantos write out to you soon. I keep on forgetting that this guy is a guard, and he does not have the kind of power just to write to people for the charity. Sorry, that is me as a speaker messing up.
I'm just gonna go to Varm this whole time and go, you want to shoot your way in?
No.
Oh well.
However, if you want to understand how much they commit to helping out sick children, I recommend you seeing the mausoleum, as they have told a number of stories about their loss and preventing further losses in the city of Waterdeep, where it can hurt the most.
So, this guard wants us to go check out the mausoleum to get reference on their ability to help sick children? That's fucked up.
Maybe there's some kind of memorial there.
Or maybe it's just a mass grave.
I mean, what do you think a mausoleum is? There is
No
more than
child
one
dies
person
twice
in
of the same
grave.
disease, though.
We bring them back once, and if they die again, oh well. Then we leave them with the necromancer and hope for the best. There's just an army of undead children roaming in the middle of this fucking estate, isn't there?
God damn it, that's the next arc of this story. Stop
You-
ruining it.
You heard that rumor too? I hear that they come out in the streets at night.
And abduct more children.
They duck
Gallo
more
quickly
children.
changed to not look like a child. He's very
So I come back to the party. I tell them they saw Yallo and they wouldn't let us in because he looks rancid. But they said that they would do written correspondence with us. I didn't give them my name or anything like that. I gave them Tom Hagen's address, so that way they could, Tom could just act as intermediary and they wouldn't know where to find us. I don't know why, but yeah, I'm just covering our tracks.
I just want to let it be known here that Vash will procure Tom Hagen's information before his own ID.
Yeah.
All right. So anything else that you guys want to do here, or do you want to do a scene change?
Mass grave.
I want to do a lap to see if there's an obvious or where I would put a secret entrance.
All right.
At least the location.
Can he also find out if there's a spot where the castle is closest to the wall and how far that might be?
You can do that.
Okay.
Royal is entranced with finding secret entrances.
Okay.
Could I assist with that, seeing as I can fly?
You can do that, but because Royal, because you guys still don't know specifically where to look, hence secret door, it goes from disadvantage to straight roll.
Yeah, I just wanted to help try and break even on this.
7.
You look at the front door, and it's like, oh dang, secret entrance right there. It's so obvious that you look. Oh wait, not secret. As you come around here, you're like, hey, what's the point of a secret entrance that I can't get to because of this damn water? And then you kind of shudder at water.
They outsmarted me, guys.
Yeah. All right.
Those bastards.
Yeah. So we have Mausoleum up on the map. We've got as always, you can always go shopping in the Troll Skull district. You can go back to your place, Tom Hagen's. Any other ideas? What would you guys like to do next?
For me, I'd like to go back to the place and take out the Nimblewright that was broken that I put in my backpack.
I was assuming he was just in your backpack the entire time.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
But now I want to kind of take him apart to see if I understand how he works. And then either way, I'm going to put him back together.
Okay. So as make a dexterity check without proficiency to see how well you can take it apart.
Without proficiency, so just my dex modifier.
Yes.
9.
As you start taking this apart, it's a little bit, haphazard, and everybody other than Royal, you could see him writing out with his other hand, old school printer version. It just comes out and just says, "No, dear God, no." And then for a reassembly check, that's gonna be a different dexterity roll.
Okay. Even better. It actually is better. 11.
At this point, you're putting him back, and you remember the broad strokes. But as soon as you put them all back together, you do realize you're still holding one piece of them in your hand.
I just put it in my backpack.
Yeah. Nimble writes, completely devoid of giving emotion. You get the sense that what that was kind of cruel.
I did it, guys.
All right, so back up to our where do we want to go next?
I mean, I'm down to go to the mausoleum. That seemed to be popular.
Kill some time until Higgins gets the letter.
Yep. All right. So if that's the case, let's slide down here. You're here now.
Ooh.
Now comes the fun part of finding all of our tokens. I apologize on here. The map that I used did not offer any sizing on here, so I have no idea how well matched up everything is.
Yeah, the grid looks somewhat close.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that being the case, let me make sure that you guys all have access to your tokens. Before we start off on this. Controlled by. Boom. really should have done this before the session. But we're also going to do this the same way that we did in our last campaign, where let's start by rolling initiative now.
Maybe I can roll an actual good roll for once.
Maybe I can get it in my damn box.
Hey, I did it.
Sorry, what are we rolling?
Initiative for
Okay.
exploration.
Gotcha.
All right, 25 to 20.
20 total.
Dirty 20.
Okay. 15 to 20. 10 to 15.
14.
5 to 10.
Damn roast with an 8.
And then Yellow, what'd you get? Aaron? All right, we'll come back to him. Royal and Varm are first to act and can decide who goes first. And then when we get into the mausoleum,
I'm just gonna go in.
so what you need to know
Where
is,
am I? I'm here.
you get here in the day because the park is closed at night. There are 2 city guards stationed at the entry gate. However, due to the fact that everything being open and you have invitation from the Castellaners themselves, you're able to get through without any issue. There is one knight patrolling the area, Sir Ambrose Everdawn. And then let's see here. The mausoleum itself has appears to have 8-foot high rooms in this, and then the hallways connecting them are about 6 feet high. There we go. All right. You've realized you've come to the right place because once again, there's a giant Castellander right underneath the main door. So, Varm, Royal, which one of you would like to go first?
5, 10, 15, 20. How far do I go? Farther than that. 25, 30.
All right. And as
What do I see?
as you get into here, so I'm gonna have you stop right at the door there because you realize that the door is currently locked. There's a plate in front of the door that kind of describes the disease that took the 9-year-old. Do me a favor and perform an Arcana check.
Oh boy, this will go well. Hey, it did. 16.
Yeah, you get the idea as it explains this. A lot of these things don't sound as much like a disease as much as it sounds like a curse was placed on the child and that the child withered away due to the effects of the curse. If you decide to talk to some of your party members just because of your class out here, I think that's about as much as you would understand about. But the door itself is locked. However, yeah, what else would you like to do in this turn?
What kind of a door is it?
Stone door.
I can't fix that if I break it.
Did you say there were 2 guards at the doors?
So there are 2 guards to the mausoleum itself, but you got past those without issue because it was open park hours.
Okay.
And then there's a knight patrolling.
Yes. However,
there's nobody currently at the front of this building.
Correct.
I'm just gonna knock. Did it knock back?
No, just echoes.
Oh, okay. I just shrug.
Okay. Varm, what would you like to do? Knowing full well that Royals tried the door and it just appears locked and closed.
I don't know. I'm not the one with the ideas here.
Okay. Vash.
How is the door like locked? Is there like a lock that's pickable?
Do an investigation check.
Okay. Ooh. It's a straight roll, 18.
Yeah, so I mean, it does appear like a pickable lock. It also looks like, based off of here, the lock itself is made of like wood and aged metals, as opposed to like the stone.
Mhm.
You do see some signs of wear and tear, like fatigue in the metals. Like you've seen weird bends. You've seen some sort of stress lines in there. So you can get the idea that the lock can either be picked, or you could probably try to force your way through if all else fails.
Okay. I will. I'll defer to Damros. He's got. I've spent some time with him. I know he's got some skill in this area.
Yeah. All right. By the way, Yellow, what'd you roll on your initiative roll?
Not good. That's gonna be a 5.
All right, cool. Then we're good. Damros, you're up next.
Alrighty. Door is locked.
Door is locked. Lock has been investigated a little bit. Does appear that you can either try to force the lock or you can try to pick the lock.
Let me see what I have. I do have thieves' tools.
You do.
Yeah, I'll try and pick it.
Okay, that's going to be a dexterity check and add your proficiency modifier.
Okay. I need to make sure I don't have anything stupid that says I double it if I do that first.
Yep. Okay.
But tentatively, it's 20.
You don't even need to look that up because you've already passed the DC. As it comes through, is Damros is kind of looking at the lock a little bit, pulls open his tools, jams the tools into the lock, then looks towards the rest of the party, and in a cocksure way, just kind of you hear, and then the lock clears itself and begins to push the door open.
And with that, I'm going in.
All right.
So that'd be 10. I'll just step there. And hold.
Inside, a family emblem of the Castellanders is emblazoned on the floor between 4 very ostentatious marble coffins. The coffins have engraved the names of former family members. Then we get to Yallo.
He's plugging his other headset back in.
So we have his talking headset and his listening head. Yallo, you good? All right, we'll come back to Yallo when he gets everything sorted out then. Royal and Varm, doors unlocked. What would you guys like to do?
Just walk in.
Okay, am I back now?
Yes, you are.
Okay, sorry about that. My audio is going crazy. All right, so sorry. What's going on?
All right, it is your turn. The door just
Yep.
got popped open by Damros. As you come into this M1 building, on the floor here, you see the Castellanders family emblem. As you look around, you see 4 very, very ostentatious coffins, and then a stairway leading down further into the mausoleum.
Does it look like any of the 4 coffins belong to the child?
They're not child-sized coffins, no.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna walk to the edge of the stairs and see how far I can see down.
As you can come down, you are able to look all the way towards the M2 over here.
Yep.
And you're seeing more and more. Just based off of common sense, you realize like, hey, when the mausoleum was first built, it probably took the first family members that died in the main room and is like those who have died more recently will be deeper in.
Okay, so it looks like they're getting slightly newer as they.
Yeah. So it looks like everything's kind of like more freshly dug out as you need to make space for it.
Okay.
But that's just based off of what you would believe on your common sense. And we're going to head back to Varm and Royal then. As you guys enter, you're going to see the same things, come to the same conclusions.
20, 25, 30.
Okay. And then, based off of where you're at, Royal and Yellow, make perception checks for me.
17.
Okay. Royal, just from where you're at, you do see some traces of, like, you'd imagine blood shouldn't exist in a mausoleum, but right here at the bottom of the 2 here in the M2, you do see some relatively fresh blood.
There's been a fight.
Yep. That brings us to Varm. Anything else you want to do on your turn? No. All right. Vash, you're next.
Okay, I will also enter the mausoleum, and I'm going to kind of shut the doors behind us so that that wandering knight doesn't maybe see that we're in here. At least buy us some time.
Yep. All right. Very easily done.
All right, and then I will. We didn't take a rest or anything, so I don't really want to be like up front, but I'll at least go up and stand next to Royal.
Okay. I'm assuming that Royal points it out to you, but you do see some fresher looking blood farther down the hall.
Okay.
I said there's been a fight. I turned and said that. Yeah.
Yep. So, yeah, as we go back to that, we're now at Damros. You're muted, Mike.
Didn't hear anyone say they were shutting the door, so I'm going to shut that door.
I did say that.
It had already been shut.
Okay,
Yeah.
then 5, 10, 15. And I'm going to be moving stealthily.
Okay, roll
20,
stealth.
25, 30. 24.
Okay, cool. Just to let you guys know, I'm gonna hold that stealth roll, for like until I ask for it again. That's just gonna be a standing roll for right now.
Okay.
We're winning at life, guys.
Yeah, but yeah, okay. God damn, you feel like you're a very stealthy bastard.
I am a fart on the wind. Watch how I soar.
Yep. Anything else that you guys would like, or you'd like to do this turn, Damros?
Nope, just being stealthy.
Okay, Yellow.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be stealthy behind him.
Okay, roll a stealth check for yourself.
Oh no. Okay. 16.
Okay. Sweet deal. As everybody else looks at Yellow, you see him trying to imitate what Damros is doing, and it works well enough, but it just doesn't look as natural as it does for Damros. There's a face of unsureness, but he goes like, at least I have something to look up. Back to the top with Royal and Varm.
All right, let's go up the stairs. 5, 10, 15, 25, 30.
Okay.
Oh, and against the wall, I guess.
Okay, and against the wall. At this point here, I have and let me make sure I got my stat blocks up here. Do me a favor, and I want you to make a perception check.
That's a natural 20 minus 1.
It's still high enough on here. As this comes out, you notice right here, and let me put this down, there was a imp that was invisible and made himself visible. Let me take this to the right layer. Hold on a second. Nope, that's not what I want. I need to right click this. As that imp comes out and was trying to hit you with a sting attack as it comes up and forth. Oh my gosh. Forgot how much changing stuff comes in. So you do see this. So it doesn't get an advantage on
Yeah,
the
I'm only gonna
attack.
throw it in your face.
But that is still a 15 to hit.
15 AC.
Okay, cool. So you're going to end up taking 5 piercing damage, and I need you to make a DC 11 Constitution saving.
Con save. Uh-oh. Is that a 9 or a 6? That is a 6.
Test.
Plus
Test.
5. 11.
All right, so that you meet it. Therefore, nothing else happens. However, as this comes out, you do see one other imp in this area
Test.
as well.
Test.
Yep.
Test.
So we can hear you, Aaron.
You can?
Yes.
Oh,
At this point,
perfect.
Varm, it's your turn, and based off of where you're standing, you do see that imp make himself visible and is going after Royal.
I'm about to get real angry.
All right. I'm going to move up to help him out.
Mm-hmm.
30. And since I have my pistol at the ready, I'm going to attempt to hit him.
Sweet deal. Is this the regular pistol or the poison pistol?
I know nothing of the poison one.
So there's one encounter where there's a Drell gunslinger, and you took the gun from that, and it had a poison barrel, so you can add an extra 1d6 poison damage, I believe.
I don't think I put that into my equipment.
All right, cool. Then after this session, I'll make sure that we get that equipment. So we'll just go with the base gun right now.
10-4.
Mhm.
All right, rolling to hit. 23.
23 hits so hard.
Oh, great. I have a 10 and I roll a 1. 5 piercing damage.
Okay. Sweet deal. All right. Anything else that you'd like to do in this? As you kind of clip the wing a little bit, and with that, the imp kind of spins around while flying.
There was something about a backfire condition. I don't remember what it was.
So if you roll, there's a backfire number, which I believe for a pistol is a 2. So if you roll a 1 or 2 on the dice, the attack does not go off. And like the gun jams, so you need to clear the gun before you can attack it.
But that's on an attack roll, not a damage roll.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
No. Sorry. That'd be it.
Then, oh, by the way, Royal, I do realize I kind of messed up a little bit because what was taken was a reaction. You still have your turn. My apologies.
Okay. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, that's my fault. Still getting back into DMing.
Well, I'm going to rage.
Okay.
And take out my greatsword
Sweet deal.
and attack recklessly at the one that attacked me.
All right, go ahead and roll to hit.
Terrible. 12.
12. Just barely hits.
Hey, need you and you. That is 6 plus. Wait. I do something else on these, right? Plus 2. So 6 plus 5.
Okay.
11. I don't know why that was so hard.
You just start screaming, and as the scream happens, the echo fills the room as like everyone else just kind of covers their ears a little bit. As you make this diagonal slash down towards the imp, you cut it across its chest, and you get the idea that it didn't do like its height is a little bit hardier, and it doesn't do as much as your attacks regularly do. But you do feel like this imp is very, very, very poor condition right now. That brings us to Vash the Stampede.
Okay. I am going to, with my ears ringing from Royal's scream and Varm's gunshot in a tiny tomb. Not that I'm saying you shouldn't have done that, Varms.
It's just loud.
It's just cat ears pick up everything.
Yeah. I'm gonna stop there, and I'm going to. Oh shit. Okay. I'm gonna step. I don't want to get myself too deep into the shit. I definitely am missing hit points and action and limited use things from the last time we played. I'm gonna throw a dart at the closest one.
Sounds good. Roll a hit.
All right. Ooh, dice are rolling good today. This could be a 25.
All right, so that hits.
All right, and that's gonna be for 7. Looks like piercing damage.
Okay, so just like you noticed, is you kind of hit it dead center.
Mhm.
You expect, especially if you hit it right in its heart, it should go down immediately. It doesn't. It takes a while, and it kind of like falls, like circles down, kind of like a plane in a flat spin. But eventually, once it hits the ground, its eyes shut as you see the demonic life leave the body of this imp. Okay. That brings us to Damros next, unless Vash has something else he wants.
Nope, I'm good.
All right, Damros.
Alrighty. Da-da-da-da-da. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. How high up is the damn thing?
So where you're at already, you were hidden, just to remind you, and that imp, based off of your best information gathering abilities, because you are a scout, was not aware of you and was fully engaged with Royal at all. If that changes what you want to do.
Yeah, then I would have stayed back here and I would have taken a shot at that one with my short bow.
All right, cool. Roll with advantage because it's unaware.
Unawares. There it is. It blended in with my map. Couldn't do that again if I tried. I rolled the same thing on each die for a total of 20.
That hits, and roll with sneak attack damage.
So I need 3d6. So the first one is 5, and then the 2d6 after that. 14 piercing damage.
Okay, cool. You're getting the same information as everybody else does. You hit it in an area where a lesser being should have, you know, been in his choice of, hey, do I run away now, or am I just straight up dead? You find that while weakened, this imp is still breathing.
Alrighty, I shall hold there.
Okay, cool.
And
Yeah.
actually, as a
Yeah.
bonus action, can I hide? I think I have.
Yeah, so you can re-hide. This will be another stealth check.
Yeah. I just remembered that I have that ability. Natural 20.
Damn, you hit him, boy.
So total of 23.
All right, damn, you hit him, boy. Yellow.
All right, I am going to step in between Vash and Varm and throw an ice knife at the imp.
All right.
And that is a 12 to hit.
12 just barely hits.
All right, that will be 4 damage. Let's see.
4 damage. Okay. As Yellow comes out, you see in his hand this icicle just coming out, and he just throws it sidearm, and it hits him square on the chest. You guys are great with the aim today, but once again, you expected to do a lot, and it did something, just didn't do as much as you thought it would. At this point, we're now on the imp's turn. This imp is going to come up once again, get right up next to Royal, and he's going to make another sting attack at you. This is going to be a 14 to hit.
Misses.
Okay. And then at this point, he is going to turn invisible again. Where's my ninja mask? There we go. And then move away. Royal, you do get as you see it begin to turn invisible, you do get a reaction to make an attack opportunity at disadvantage should you so choose.
Oh, I'm choosing. Disadvantage, so 6 plus 5 to hit, 11.
Unfortunately, that one doesn't do it. Okay, and that will bring us back to the top with Royal and Varm.
Unless Varm has something to do, I'm going to run towards the direction I saw him and just try to tackle the air.
All right, cool. That's going to be a athletics check at disadvantage.
I rolled a 20 and I rolled a 1.
Okay. So as you come through with this, to honor the 21 combo, you like sit there and you're able to notice very, very clearly there's dust falling around this room, and you can see a silhouette of where the imp was, and you're like, I got this, and you're beginning to charge, and you're about to make a tackle for it, and at the last second you see the absence of dust just rise up a little bit as you just kind of shoulder check this coffin right here. As it comes down to like, oh, you just feel a small, like a pretty large sting in your shoulder. And you're like, oh my God, I just bruised the crap out of that. As you kind of recoil from it, and you're like, ugh. But the good news is you're raging a lot harder now. Yeah. But based off of your actions, everybody is now acutely aware of where this invisible to. Varm, next up.
I just want to advance in further to help cover Royal.
Sounds good.
And I'm actually going to go right there. That's my 30.
Okay, cool.
And I will, until the imp reappears, and then I'll try another pistol shot.
All right, so you're cutting in and out a little bit. I think that's my internet. I just want to make sure you're readying an attack for when the imp returns to visible form.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Got it. And let me make a small denotation out this, so I remember that. Vash, the Stampede is up next.
Okay. Let's see. I will also pull out my Naginta, and I will ready an action for when I can see whatever it is that Royal is trying to wrestle with.
Okay, sounds good. Damros.
Alrighty. I'm gonna try and take a shot at the imp if possible.
All right, this will be at disadvantage due to invisibility.
Okie dokie. That is a total of 10.
Unfortunately, you weren't as acutely aware of the absence of dust, kind of like Royal was. As you fire, you just see it fleeing off the side of the wall and just kind of deflects and bounces around aimlessly until it rests on top of that coffin.
And then I
Yellow.
want stealth again.
I'm sorry. We're just holding that stealth roll, so we're just gonna imagine that. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not gonna make you make a stealth roll every turn.
Okie dokie.
When you don't change the instance of a battle like that. Yellow, you're up next.
Well, I can't see anything, and that's pretty much what I rely on, so I am just gonna chill out against this wall and not head towards the physical action.
For the altar self, are you still the sick child, or are you yourself now?
It's been over an hour, I figure, so I'm
okay.
If not, then I got rid of the illusion when I entered because I did not want to be mistaken for a zombie.
Okay, cool. That brings us to the imp's turn, and now we're gonna have corresponding actions in this stack. Just like in Magic the Gathering, everything goes off unless you have a cancel ability. So the imp is going to break invisibility to make another attack on Royal. So The imp is going to make an attack. Vash is going to make an attack. Varm is going to make an attack. Everybody roll to hit. 23 to hit, Royal.
I think it'll hit.
All right, that's going to be 5 piercing damage, and I need you to make a DC 11 Constitution saving throw.
And I can have that to 2, right?
You can.
Okay. What is my check?
DC 11 Constitution saving throw.
Well, I rolled a 13, and my Constitution is 5.
All right. Once again, this barbed tail of the imp stings its way in through you, and just through the sheer anger of missing with that tackle, it turned from what should be a pretty vicious attack into a mild annoyance. Varm, first one to hold the action. What did you roll?
I rolled an 11 to hit.
All right, an 11 unfortunately does not hit. So as you come through, as you're expecting it, it just was a little bit off from where you're expecting, and you fire, and it just goes right in between the neck and the shoulder of this imp. Vash, next up.
I had a 25 to hit.
Hits, roll damage.
I rolled a 10 for piercing damage from a Naginta.
All right, explain to me how this imp regrets the decision it made to attack you guys.
So I was standing kind of like, because like Royal had like dove in, so he was kind of like hunkered down in his like, I'm gonna tear apart whatever shows up whenever it shows up kind of pose. So I was standing like over the top with my Naginta, and right as I saw the thing, I just stabbed right in and like like went like through its like armpit to like slice off part of its wing, because I wasn't sure what I was stabbing before.
All right, so that you solved my imp puzzle, guys. And as everything kind of settles down around here, let me take the following and raise it up. You begin to see there's a lot more blood in the area. Layer comes up. As you see, we're going to come back to the top here. Varm and Royal.
They're both dead?
Both of the imps are dead, yes.
I want to pick up this one.
Yes.
And then go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
All right. As you begin, are you focusing on the imp in your hand, or are you focusing on the...
I'm just dragging it. I don't really care about it.
Okay, cool. As this comes down, you just hear as it hits every uneven surface of the hallway with its lifeless imp body.
There goes that stealth check.
As you turn to your right, you see 3 individuals laying down in this area. There's a just massive amounts of blood down that hallway. As you see individuals with a bunch of knife wounds inside their chest.
Do they seem to be moving?
Roll a medicine check.
Six.
The 2 in the main hallway aren't.
Okay.
Yeah. Varm, next up.
Guys, there's people.
How big around would you say the the head of this imp is that's laying on the ground?
Knowing the size and dimensions of Varm, you could, I think you can like palm it like a basketball.
Okay, though. So then instead of just rolling my foot over it to hear it crunch, I just want to smash my foot into its skull to make sure it doesn't move.
All right. Considering it's dead, let's not worry about rolling to hit. Just roll straight. What's your strength modifier?
Good question. +6.
+6. Holy, but Chivas. Yeah, that brings us into 7 bludgeoning damage on a dead thing, as you just hear, and then like just this splat against all the walls. As it turns out, hey, imps do have brains. They weren't using it, but they do.
Yeah, just making sure.
Yeah. Oh, double
All
tap.
right. Yeah, and then I'm gonna move up behind Royal.
All right. As you come through here, you see the same things that Rolla had. The two obvious dead bodies, bunch of knife wounds in there, blood everywhere, and make a medicine check for me.
17.
All right. As you look through here, you see that these individuals, it looks like they didn't put up a fight at all, that they were 100% backstabbed based off of the way that they've fallen, the way the blood spatter is. And as you look into this, you hear a cough coming from this individual right here. Okay. As we move in, nothing else you wanted to do this turn, Varm?
No, that'll be it.
Cool. Vash, you're up next.
Okay, I'm going to. I'm going to pause right there. That'll be it for me.
All right. Then we go on to Damros.
Alrighty, moving forward. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Cool. Yellow.
Let's see. I'm going to use my turn and then my action to dash to catch up to everybody.
All right. Cool. Back to the
My
top.
little legs turning as fast as they can go.
You guys begin to hear some heavy breathing, and you're like, "Oh my God, more imps!" Yeah, Royal and Varm.
Continue forward. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Do I see?
I would say yes. You see that individual to the north. You hear the cough now as well, and while you see there's two individuals who are currently dead in this hallway, this person, while not dead, is definitely dying.
Who sent you?
As blood begins to come out through their mouth. You quickly realize they might be unable to answer you in this current state.
And it's at this point the party wished they had a healer.
Stab?
It's a stab, but helps.
Yeah, medical stab.
If you want to make a medicine check to try to stabilize, you certainly can.
No, I'm just here,
All right.
holding an imp, staring at a guy bleeding.
Oh, jeez.
All right, Varm, you're up next.
All right, I'll start moving after Royal. I get right there and I go, dead body. I move up the remainder of my movement. Almost dead body. And I'll stay right there.
All right, Bash, you're up next. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to replace you guys real quick because we grabbed the wrong token. I gave everybody ability for.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to. I'm going to say, "Ooh, dead bodies," and I'm gonna walk down the hall and be like, "Just ew."
All right, Damros.
Alrighty. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20. Pockets!
All right. As you look into here, let me roll. All right, you find a ruby that is valued at about 50 gold pieces. What you know as being a roguish type is that these stones are meant more for making it easier to carry money and less visible. It doesn't make as much noise. So you can essentially, it's a tradable item. You find a potion of healing.
Okay.
And you find some rolled up parchment.
Okay. Standard potion of healing.
Standard potion of healing.
Alright. Potion of healing and rolled up parchment. Could I use my time to look at the parchment and see what it is, or what?
Your next turn you can begin to glance at it. It just
Okay.
if we're doing this based off of everybody gets a second action, that'll be your next turn's
Okay.
action then.
Then after rummaging, 5, and I'll end there by the other next body.
Cool. Yellow.
I will scream, "Out of the way! I am a doctor. I'm wizard." And I will run and prepare to stabilize her.
All right. On the next turn. Cool. So
yeah, I assume I don't have time yet with the seconds right now.
with the dash, unfortunately, you can't bonus action medicine check.
Yep.
So now we get that saving throw. Holy shit, she passed. We're back up to Royal and Varm.
All right. So this guy, I don't care about him anymore. So I'm just gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20.
As you get to this door here, you do see the name of the Castellanter child.
Okay.
This appears to be the room that you guys were looking.
I found the secret entrance.
Okay, you still have your object interaction for the turn.
Open.
Totally unlocked door, and as we look forward here, you see not necessarily a secret entrance, but a child-sized coffin.
I'll have to keep looking.
This is where we desecrate a grave.
I still have like 5 feet of movement, so I'll go there.
All right, cool. Yeah. Then we get
Still
to Varm.
dragging a dead end.
Yes. As one does.
All right. Since I think we need some answers from this near-dead body person, it's not a body yet, I'm going to move over here and attempt to help Yellow stabilize this character.
All right, cool. Based off of this, Yellow, we're going to have you act out of turn. You can perform a medicine check with advantage.
No audio.
All right, yeah, no audio, so just give me a thumbs up if it's above 10, thumbs down if it's under. Okay, cool. So as this happens, you are able to take just some rip off a piece of her sleeve and stuff it into each wound. As she begins to stabilize a little bit, you see while she's still on the brink of consciousness, she's no longer dying.
Nice. It was an adjusted 20. I was just muted.
Perfect. At this point, both you and Varm help prop her up against the side of the wall here, where she's now sitting up nice and tall as you continue to put pressure on these fresh wounds.
Okay.
Yeah, then we're going to go back to Varm since he essentially helped assist you up the order for that action. Anything else you want to do, Varm?
Yeah, just use the rest of my movement, or some of the rest, to still keep an eye on Royal.
Sounds good.
That'll be it.
All right, I love how in our group now, whenever we're in a dungeon, it's always everyone keep up with Scott because he's just gonna go.
It depends on the character. I just 3 of the 5 characters I play happen to be people who just want to go. Although one only does that underground.
True.
Nevis might have been apprehensive. Nevis might have been apprehensive, but Varm's definitely not going to have any problem putting a leash on you.
Did Damrose go through the pockets of both?
No, he's only gone through the pockets of the first one.
Okay, I will. I'll go back and check this one's pockets.
So this is the one that he checked.
Oh, okay.
This is the one that he moved to.
Okay, then I will. I'm going to stand there just so I can kind of look over my shoulder and get a better vantage of what those guys are doing, and then look through that one's pockets.
All right. So investigation check for me, please.
Okay. It's a 12.
All right. You find the same contents is in his pants pockets. You find the ruby valued at 50 gold pieces. You find a potion of healing, and that's it.
Okay.
Yep. At this point, is based off of the way that the turn kind of went, is you realize all the important stuff is in the pants pockets. There's no reason to check the jacket. But anything else you want to do at this turn?
Nope.
Damros.
Alright, so seeing Vash go through pockets, 5, 10, 15. I want to basically go there and go through pockets on the undead dead person.
On the recently not dying anymore person?
Yep,
Alright, cool. Roll investigation.
I can do that. That is an adjusted 20.
Okay, cool. You find the parchment as well, another 50 gold piece ruby. But at this point, you expected, oh, these guys are uniformly equipped. You should find a potion of healing. You don't see it.
Okay.
At this point, as you go through and you grab the parchment, she just grabs your wrist, and all she's able to get out is, "We were betrayed."
Interesting. Any weapons around?
That's going to be an additional
Okay, I'll hold off on that
investigation check. No, you can make it because you're just looking around. It's not an opt-in interaction.
That comes to a 23.
No traditional weapons. In her like within an arm's length of where she's sitting, there was a sharpened like rock that came off the wall. It looked like it was used as an improvised weapon, but there is nobody armed of those three.
Okay. I'm done.
Okay. That brings us to Yellow.
That brings me up again. Sorry, I was talking.
Yep.
Okay. This lady that's revived, does she look like she can talk again?
Barely.
Oh yeah, I guess she just talked to us. Duh. What do you mean betrayed?
Brought here with stone. Handoff botched by demons. Took stone away. Attacked us.
If I still have time, I'll say, who betrayed you?
Our brothers and sisters.
I hate those people.
All right. Damros, at this point, would you like to take a look at the parchment? Because I know you expressed interest in doing that.
I'll wait till I come back around.
Okay.
No hurry.
All right. So, Royal, what would you like to do?
I am looking around in this room for any kind of like latch or handle or something.
All right. Because it's an enclosed area, you have a very space. This will be a regular investigation roll because you're actually trying to interact with stuff.
Okay. World's greatest detective. That is a 20 total.
All right. As you go through it and you're sliding around, you find a latch on the slab for the coffin. And knowing what you're trying to look for and knowing your mental capacity right now, I 100% believe that Royal would connect. Oh my God, there's a latch. The secret interest has to be inside this coffin.
I look behind me first to see if anybody's watching.
Varm, very intently staring at you. Also, just so you know, Varm's right foot has a lot of ichor around it from smashing it in an insult. Just to color that in.
Can I also... but I already used my action.
Yeah, you use your object interaction for this round.
Can I look to see if there is any animals around?
What the fuck?
You don't need to roll
rats.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. On that one, you don't need to roll for that. Even though there is like cracks in here, you don't see anything that looks like rats.
Okay.
Would have any sort of habitat.
Okay, but my hand is on the handle.
Correct. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Varm.
Do I notice Royal acting even more strangely than usual?
I would say you can interpret that how you will. You don't need to make a roll to see. like what you notice or not. Royal is not the most subtle of individuals you know.
I look at him and I go, "Hey, what'd you find there, Hercule?"
Latch, probably the secret entrance.
I motion for the rest of the party. Hey, over here.
This is draw an audience for
Yep. All right. Then we get next up in the order is Vash the Stampede.
I not to step on your toes or anything, Tamros, but I'll go ahead and read the parchment because I don't know what else I would do.
So at this point,
This way.
yeah, the rolled up parchment is just a little bit too enticing for Vash the Stampede OG. So he takes it from Vash the Stampede, just grabs it out of the hand, unfurls it, and begins to read it.
This starts turning into a slapping fight.
Well, wait, I found a roll of parchment too, right?
Oh, yeah, then never mind.
Okay.
So as you read through this, it just comes down, it's like, congratulations on grabbing the stone. Meet us in the depths of the mausoleum for the handoff. After that, we'll take it to our drop point at the windmill.
Oh my god.
Just make sure you stay away from the Castellanters for the time being to make sure they think it's the Zentaur. And then it's signed Strahd. No, I'm kidding.
Blah.
What is the signature on it?
The signature on it is like indecipherable.
Okay.
It looks like it's more of at a certain point, it looks more like an image than it does an actual name.
Okay.
And then roll a Arcana check for me.
Does it self-destruct? Okay, Arcana. Pretty sure that's a straight roll.
Mhm.
Yep, 16.
Okay. As you do this, you are aware that this is, while like the signature itself is not magical, it does look like a symbol to a cult.
Okay.
It's on fancy paper.
In terms of cults, you don't really know the inner workings of them, but you're like, hey, you know what? These guys all look like who have the same wrong idea.
Okay. All right. So as I'm reading that, I will have walked over by Varm, and as I finish reading it, I'm going to say out loud, if that secret entrance doesn't take us to a windmill, we need to get the fuck out of here.
All right, Damros.
I'm gonna whip out my 2 notes and compare them.
So they say the same thing. Like what you kind of like. Based off of you being a rogue, I want you to make a intelligence check.
Okay.
And then add in, half proficiency on this.
Okay.
I'm getting a little creative with the rules here, but
Intelligence check comes to a total of 12, adding my modifier, plus an additional 1 for half proficiency, so 13.
okay. Based off this, you are aware, based off of the makeup of the paper here, that there's essentially kind of like a magical bond through the paper. It's basically kind of telling you how you figure this out. Is you end up taking a pen that you have and you make a mark on your sheet of paper, and then after a couple of seconds, it appears on the next sheet of paper. You ask Vash, "Hey, yeah,
I was just expecting a scream of "There's new shit."
yeah." As it comes down, it's like, what would you, based off of now that you kind of see between the 2 notes that you're comparing from, that there is a small delay in what you add gets added to the other sheet. You're figuring Vash has another copy of this as well. What would you do after you make that first mark and determine this is how it works?
I just leave the one mark on there and hold on to these for later.
Okay, in that's the case, Vash perception check to see if you notice it.
Just a 20.
Holy shit, somebody's writing on this.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
I just chuckled to myself.
Yeah.
And then
But in terms of whoever's keeping this paper, you can just write down on here you have 3 copies of an instant messenger. There is no distance maximum on this. It's just what gets written on one shows up on all of them.
Is it a actual item in the game or something you made up?
Something I just made up.
Okay, I'll rename it then.
Yep. But essentially it is a text message. Like it's a group message.
It's AIM.
Yeah, you guys found a Discord server in the game.
We definitely need to give one to Royal because he wanders.
Do you
want me? I'm going to use up all that paper.
Well, then you just switch over to a different color ink.
Well, mine's crayon.
Yep. Okay. Yellow, anything that you'd like to do?
Yeah, to this lady that no one else seems interested in. These demons, your betrayers, did they come from B-Boy's grave?
That's a very important question. It means I have to read from this book. Hold on one sec.
Nice. Then my job here is done.
The child was stuffed with demons the whole time.
Here we go. The survivor here looks about 30 years old. She goes, Oliver, Keith, and I came here. Imps, unsurprising. Then, other cult members saw the stone, brandished weapons, attacked. Imps did nothing, just watched. Oh God, Oliver. All right, and at this point we can break initiative from here because it looks like we're gonna try we'll just pull up multiple threads and kind of just make everything really disjointed. So Yala, if you want to finish this out, then we'll go back to Royal.
Yeah, these cult members, they came with you and betrayed you.
Yes. Don't know why. This isn't what we signed up for.
Did you steal this stone from me?
Do we have amendments here? If so, I use the 5th.
Okay, goodbye. And then I...
Yeah, and then with that being the case, due to lack of actual proper medical attention and pressure on her wounds, she eventually bleeds out.
She could have put pressure on her own wounds. Don't put that on us.
She could put pressure on 2 of her wounds maxed.
So I mean, like, if she was the one that took it, consulting the code legal of Waterdeep, this is like the best punishment we could seek.
Did anybody check her pockets?
Yes.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Yeah, Damrose.
Vash, the Stampede did.
Yes.
Yeah,
I got a
so
ruby
now,
and fancy paper.
Yep. At this point, we're gonna go. I'm Vash the Stampede's turn.
In the absence of rats, I'm gonna pop it open.
All right. Do me a favor. This will be an athletics check.
Oh.
You're. Since it's. How long does rage last without you making an attack?
How long does? Ooh, it's a minute. total.
Okay, so you still get advantage on this then.
Okay. Oh, good thing. Natural 20.
At this point, you just grab. You forget the latch entirely. You just rip the top of this like stone coffin off. And
Big childlike smile on my face.
While defiling
Big
a
childlike
child's
corpse
grave.
in the ground.
Royal
And-
smash.
and you're like, oh my god, this day could not go any better. Secret entrance. We're gonna find the Stone of Galore. This entire thing, like, we're gonna be so rich. You look down and you see a child skeleton.
Where's the stone, you little son of a bitch?
And we all do the slow back step.
That being said, there are strange bony growths on the skeleton remains of this child. This child might have died a number of years ago, so you expect, like, okay, cool, there should only be like bone remaining, but it comes down as like, oh man, I've never seen a skeleton like.
I've seen a lot of skeletons. This one's weird.
Yeah,
Is it a tiefling?
it's not a tiefling.
Have you seen a lot of child skeletons?
Yeah.
No.
Should we take it for examination? No, it's a terrible idea. Okay, whatever we do here, guys, I think we need to wrap it up quickly though, because this note says to meet at the windmill. And if this person hadn't died yet, that means that I don't know that we're too far behind this cult.
A series of like-minded.
That's what she said. She said cult. She said demons, but they were also betrayed. So I don't know if windmill is real.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we've got windmill as the option, and then as another option, there's literally anything else.
So when the casket was opened, or the tomb, whatever you want to call it,
Mhm.
do I notice whether or not Royal actually used the handle for the
In his
top, or was the handle underneath, and we've just completely missed the secret entrance?
So in his excitement, he didn't use the latch at all. However, based off of the, like, if Varm is at least average intelligence, you realize that the latch was just designed to keep the coffin shut. There's nothing special about it. Royal 100% came to a conclusion, saw something that he could twist into reinforcing his conclusion. You get the idea that maybe the secret entrance was never there all along, and Royal's just off on a fool's errand.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Yep. So speaking as me, Jay, to you guys, the players, the secret entrance was never a part of the mausoleum.
Yet.
No, that just
What-
means we haven't found it yet. So there is a secret entrance, is what he just
I
confirmed.
will tell you at one point, Scott, if you come up with a ridiculous idea that has and doesn't detract from the plot, I'm gonna steal it. I'm just gonna let you know now. Like, if you guys give me an idea and I go, yeah, that's better, I'm gonna steal that idea.
So do we know where any windmills are?
Do we know
yeah.
where any windmills are?
So,
Watch, there's tons of them around. Oh, great.
yeah, you're getting the idea that
Exactly 5 windmills.
Before. Sorry, go ahead.
So I'm going to answer this question. I'm going to come back
Yep,
to you, Royal.
yep.
You guys know where all the windmills in town are, because they're very rather, especially ones that you kind of know in like seedier parts of town where people don't go looking. There's this one converted windmill that pops up in everybody's mind at the same time.
Ooh.
Yeah, so like if you go, it's like, then you also look like, oh, it's also the closest to this mausoleum.
Ooh. It's all adding up.
Yeah.
There's the secret entrance.
All right, Royal, back to you.
So before I close this again, I'm going to make a quick note and gently drop it in with the kid.
Okay, and for us as players, not necessarily as characters. Meow in peace. God damn it, take inspiration.
Meow in peace.
Also, just for the record here, Do you crumple this note in?
No,
Is
no.
it-
This is very gently and respectfully placed next to the kid.
So is it safe to believe that you dropped out of your rage?
Yes.
Okay, cool. That being said, guys, we're at the 2-hour mark, and I'm sure Corey needs to go to the bathroom because I also need to go to the bathroom. So let's take a 10-minuter, and we'll get back at 2:05.
Okay.
Okay.
Mike, run the ads.
Man, you should be multitasking like me. I just took a piss.
Yeah, that's what I do. Multitask.
Right? You got Bluetooth.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Just make sure you hit mute, otherwise we get the waterfall effect.
The Dungeons and the Dragons.
We actually made some real progress today, I feel like.
With being as far removed from it as we are.
All right, it's time to put the robe on.
Oh, it's getting serious. Aaron's putting his robe on.
Damn straight.
It's like mage armor for him as a player.
Oh shit.
I've been rolling really high today, for the most part.
I am not sharing your luck.
Oh, hey, next time, don't forget, with Ice Knife, it explodes also.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It goes. There's piercing and exploding cold. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I knew it did both. I couldn't remember which one it did. I'm like, does it do piercing or cold? Now, yeah, that makes sense. That's cool.
I looked up because I couldn't remember if it was just creatures around the target or
Yep.
the target itself, but it's all. So
It's been a while since I played. Yeah, so it took me a while to get. I totally even forgot I made a character for this campaign. I asked Jay before we started if I needed to make one.
Yeah, I think you were only with us for one session before the fall season started up and I started DMing again.
Yeah.
I feel like it was more than one.
Well, because his first session with us was when he came into the bar for our soft opening, and he had the Stone of Galar on him.
Yep, and then I got mugged.
Right, and then I think we chased the people after they.
Yeah, that might have been two.
Yeah, something like that. It's I need a short rest, like bad.
I'm good. I still have full HP and.
Did you get hit by the imp?
No, I'm missing 10 HP. No, sorry,
you got
14
the potion.
HP. Yeah.
That you just
But also, I don't have any of my key points. I used those all when we were chasing the guy. I think I was doing Step of the Wind the whole time.
Do we have time to take a short rest and still catch the people?
No.
Though?
Let's just sleep.
I think we need to get to the windmill.
We just need to buy a wagon, so when there's one person that needs to rest, we just kind of pull them in it.
Yeah, there you go. Or even just a rickshaw.
Get in my backpack.
Oh, like yes. Damn, there's this nimble right in here already.
He's back at the place now because I put him back together.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah, I'll ride in Royal's backpack.
Nice.
So,
is that cool, Jay?
I also know the spell catapult. We could try that.
Ooh, nice.
I also have another solution for you guys. There is Dan, just making sure you're here as well.
Yep.
Cool. So there is something that we can call a like essentially a hurried rest, I can't remember the name for it, but in the Taldora campaign guide, there's an alternate way to do a short rest, where you can do it in a handful of minutes as opposed to an hour.
Okay.
However, you take a point of exhaustion, and all the hit dice that you take, the value is halved. But you get all of your limited use of short rest recharged. You do get a chance to heal.
Interesting. For a point of exhaustion, even on a short rest?
Uh-huh.
Just do whichever you have time for while riding in my backpack.
You know what? I'll do it. I'll take the hurried rest so that I can get my key points back. I'll take the point of exhaustion. I'm okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
Exhaustion level 1. Okay. And then I will roll. You said it's half value on the hit dice?
Yeah, so you don't have to decide how many you roll. You start with 1. If you want to take another hit die, then you just it's
Yeah.
You don't have to decide ahead of time.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? I will take a second one.
Did you? I'm sure you did this already, but make sure you add your Constitution modifier to each dice.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I will do that because that's 15.
Mhm.
Heal. Click. Okay. Cool. I'm good with that. I like that. I did not know about that.
So this one is it's not an official D&D rule, but it's from
Right.
the Taldori campaign guide,
Mhm.
and I really like it because in situations like this, where just to let you guys know, this chapter is essentially one giant chase scene, and there are going to be times where you run out of limited use features, but you're supposed to be heroes. I don't want you worrying about, oh, do I have enough to get to the end of this chase scene? The hurried rest, I think, kind of alleviates some of the pressure between that balancing act in a way that's more fun.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys are only allowed to do this once per long rest.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm fine with having used mine.
All right. That being the case, making sure that I had this right while I finish my bagel, we're going to the converted mausoleum, or not converted windmill next.
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
I write on my the piece of instant messaging scroll something from my own notes. I write turd because turd equals funny. And I remember that was Varm calling somebody a vacuous turd.
Do I actually have one of these?
A turd?
There's only 3 copies right now, and Damaros has 2 of them.
So Damaros is just seeing turd twice. That's classic.
I'm seeing shit posting.
God damn it, take inspiration.
I already have it from earlier.
Gotta use
Take it again.
Well, if you guys are seeing that, I'm handing out inspiration for whenever you make me laugh.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you should use inspiration more because I'm an easy fucking laugh.
Yeah, I always forget to use it.
Yeah. All right, so
Okay.
we are now at the converted windmill, and what you just guys need to know is that it's a decrepit building. It's a 2-story stone building with the windmill long before the city rose up around it. Rooms appeared, or each room looks to be about 15 feet high. The passages between them are about 10 feet high. The doors you see are closed and made of wood. There's graffiti everywhere, And it appears that there are no light sources anywhere in the building. Essentially, what you need to see is that these white things are doors,
Mhm.
and this kind of narrowing here, this is a window.
Okay.
And it's just unfortunately with I could show you guys what the map looks like in the book. They don't really leave in a lot of detail out here.
Mhm.
So unfortunately, like, or fortunately for you guys, if you want to decide creative ways because they didn't define it, awesome. That gives me flexibility.
I would like to walk the perimeter first.
Okay. As you walk around the perimeter, I mean, it seems kind of unremarkable at this time.
Okay.
There is one candlelight that you see, and if you want to take a look over at the northeast portion of the map, right next to W7, this is where you see a single flicker of flame.
Gonna
This
point it out to the party.
Is that the second floor?
It
Or
is
the-
the second floor.
Okay.
So that being said, and me having a fly speed, could I?
I was actually just gonna say. I was gonna say. Wait. So you saw something up on the second floor, and you didn't just fly up there?
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I stealthily fly up there and try to peek in?
Yes, but because there's nothing that you can really hide behind, there is going to be a penalty to your stealth roll.
Okay, I just want to do the pervert thing and peep through a window.
Okay.
So topical for what's been going on in your life.
We'll explain it off stream, Aaron.
Okay.
I was like, yeah, I was just gonna let that go. I don't even know.
Mike's not a pervert. Well, not like that, at least.
It has nothing to do with his immediate family. It's just the Navy is always an interesting time.
Yes.
Were you the watcher or the watchee?
He watches The Watchmen.
So I got a 16.
That's
Okay.
the answer to that.
As you kind of like stealth your way around, let's have their checks. You kind of come through, and can you explain to me how this tiefling has gained the ability to fly? Does it have wings?
Yeah, I have wings.
Okay, a jetpack.
Okay, I'll take a jetpack.
Can you?
His wings furl into a jetpack.
Wait, are
I'm
jetpacks
immune to
on the
flame.
table?
No. Is it just falling with style?
Per the description. I am a variant tiefling. I have bat-like wings with a fly speed of 30 feet.
Okay. So as you make your way over there, and because of the way the map is built, I'm just going to put you right here, since we can assume that this floor is literally just on top of this floor.
Mhm.
So we don't. And as you come through, as you see the light and you come through, you see two individuals, but part of your wing scrapes against the wall, and they immediately look out at you, and they just go, "Fuck!" And that's giving you your turn. We're gonna go back to our original order out here. So Varm and Royal first to act.
So we're still down here and they're up there?
So essentially, Damaros decided that he was gonna fly up there.
Yeah.
And while he's looking into what this room is here, based off of where the map is going, he's really in the position he's currently at.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So it's the weakness of trying to use a top-down map with multiple floors.
I'm gonna try to find a way into the building.
I mean, there is a front door right here.
Is there one closer to the tower that I probably can't see because I'm over there?
Nope.
Okay. Let's go.
Okay, so you can use that going in through there. And as you head in, layer token, you see 7 kind of ragged people. Like they live in a wretched lifestyle. It looks like they're squatting in this building. They're like just kind of like trading daily amenities like between each other. Some are playing cards, others are shooting the shit. One's like the three down here are passing a bottle of booze, telling stories about who's got it worst. Yeah.
Hello, citizens. I'm here to help.
Yeah. And then based off of an error in the map, there is supposed to be a door right here. They just colored it wrong.
Okay.
Yeah. This is what I get for just taking maps off of Reddit.
So they're not like reacting to me at all.
People run through this building all the time.
Okay.
They know the biggest way to get into trouble is to go look.
All right.
Oh, whoever put that white box there, thank you.
You're welcome.
I did my 30 feet.
Cool. Varm.
Walk through to the door. Just inside, I notice all the vagrants.
Mm-hmm.
Put my finger to my lips.
One of the drunk ones respond to you is like, you got it, friendo. Nobody
That's
talk.
exactly be quiet, but obviously he doesn't. He's too drunk or stupid or both to understand what shush means. So I'm not going to pummel that individual right now, but I'm gonna.
We'll circle back.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Which are discernible on this vermin for later.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you get your mental acuity. You now have a image of this drunk asshole etched into the back of your mind from here until eternity.
All right, that's my movement. That's my action.
All right, cool. That brings us to Vash the Stampede.
Okay. First, I'm not gonna lie. When Varm said that he walks in and puts his fingers to his lips and says, Shh, I thought he was just gonna start blasting.
So he's Danny DeVito from It's Always Sunny.
Basically.
So anyways, I come in blasting.
So I'm going to use my dash. I'm going to so it's 30. I'm gonna step out there
All right.
to see like what I see.
So obviously you see doors here, and the staircase over here, which looks like it goes about 20 feet in a winding staircase up.
Okay, I don't see any people yet though.
No. What this room looks like is the stairs are covered in bird droppings, broken roof shingles, mud, and Yep.
Okay. All right. So if I don't see anybody, I'm going to run out into that room with the rest of my move speed. And that's where I will stop.
All right. Damros, just for information out here, as you are flying around, there are three things that catch your attention as they stop being invisible. And they look much angrier than imps. But in terms of where they're at in relationship to you, we got there, we've got there, and we've got there. These individuals, let me get a photo out here. I need to go into a different DMing. So many pages. These individuals have long spined tails. They have wings that are about twice the size of their body as they're holding tridents. Its face is sharp, eyes on the side of its head, and but still have a humanoid-like body despite a very non-humanoid-like head. Yeah. So if you zoom in on it real close, that is the actual photo that I took from the monster manual for them. Yeah, but they all kind of look at and just go say, they scream something. Unless you speak Infernal, you don't understand.
Let me check. I do speak Infernal.
Yeah, it comes out as "Get him." Now it's your turn.
I respond with "Fuck you."
In Infernal or Common?
Infernal.
Oh my god! Like you guys, if anybody could hear Damros, he's never sounded so angry in his life.
So, with me being located right where I'm at, how far would it be to get to this window and go crashing through said window?
If only there's a tool. So
Well, that's the issue.
as the
Is
crow
the window
flies,
would
50
be
feet away.
well, the window would be technically right there, just down a level.
Yeah. So what they said is the staircase is 20 feet, so I'd say it's about 15 feet in up-down distance.
Okay.
But you'd still have to fly 50 feet in one direction and 20 feet in another direction to get there. Because I'm sure you can just descend while you're making that horizontal movement, because you just can't go through the building.
Well, yeah, that's because I thought this area over here was on top of this area.
It is, yeah. But you're like, if you wanted to go on, stay on the upper floor, the window is right here. But if you wanted to ascend a level, the window is right here.
Yeah, which would be right here, but down a level.
Yeah, but the closest window to you is here or where you're already at here.
Okay, that's where my fucked up part is, because I'm basing this location.
Yeah.
I
Sorry,
figured I was over over on W6 side, not W7. That's what's got me.
You are specifically, yes, you are right there.
Okay.
But for the purposes of keeping everything simple for me, we're going based off of the footprint. And then as soon as you decide to enter the building, I'm going to put you in the floor.
Okay, that was the part that fucked me up.
Yeah, sorry, that one's trying to keep it straight for me.
Okay. Then in that case, that changes what I would like to do. So
you can,
that being said, could I crash through this window?
You certainly could, yes.
That's the window I want to go crashing through.
Yeah. However, that would take up your dash.
That's fine with me.
Cool. You don't need to make a strength check to break through a window, because I'm also guessing that time has worn these windows out. However, you would have, let's just make it a luck check, a d20 straight up, to make sure that you don't have any extra complications for going through a decrepit window.
I rolled a 16.
All right, yeah, nothing else happens. So with your dash, that's 15 feet down, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 into there. So that would be 40 feet. You'd still have 20 feet remaining with your dash.
Then it's going to be 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, right there.
Okay, cool. You do not take attacks of opportunity because they were surprised at seeing, someone they didn't know flying around.
Okay.
Like they thought they were the only cool ones that could fly.
All right. I'm just gonna look at Vash and in Infernal say "fuck" again.
Yeah. Vash, you do not understand what is making him so angry. You just know, hey, you know what? He speaks more than one language.
Yeah. I mean, I do too, but that's definitely not one of them.
Yeah. All right, cool. Then we got Yellow.
All right, I'm just gonna dash right. I think right there. Yeah.
All right.
That'll be it.
Sweet deal. At this point, we're gonna have this individual is going to have to change layers. Oh my god. And on its turn, it's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, which will make him up on this portion of the map right there. Which is all of its walking speed. As you just hear this giant screech right there as another of these spine devils comes down the staircase. And now we're back to the top of the order between Royal and Varm.
So, I'm gonna dash
Okay.
there.
All right, cool. You see this quite angry spined devil just kind of screaming at you.
I rage and scream right back at whatever sounds like infernal to me.
So for you, it literally just sounds like a wet cough. Yeah. Yep. Then Varm up next.
All right. Do I hear the guttural utterance coming from Royal?
Yes. Oh my. Nobody is being subtle about this at all right now.
All right. And I assume I can see Vash then through the open doorway.
Oh yes. Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna just dash towards Vash,
Mhm.
and I'm just gonna use 50 feet of it
Okay.
and stay right there.
Sounds good. All right. That
End
puts
my
us on.
turn.
Yeah. Bash the Stampede.
Okay. All right, I am going to move up there to that thing.
Mhm.
I'm going to hit it. Use my action to attack with my Naginta.
Mhm.
That's going to be a 13 to hit.
13 just barely hits.
Okay. All right, and that's going to be 9 piercing damage.
Okay. Once again, you get the idea that with your regular ass weapons doesn't do its normal regular ass damage.
Okay. So with that in mind, I'm going to use a key point in my bonus action to do furry elbows and do 2 unarmed attacks.
Sounds good.
All right. Those are going to be a adjusted 18 and 20.
Hit. Now, never mind. You did it right.
All right. And then it's going to be 8 damage bludgeoning and 7 damage bludgeoning.
All right. As we start off with this like single arm thrust with the Naginta, pulling it like you kind of just barely get through the hide of the spine devil, but it's enough where you just kind of twist and pull the devil towards you as you punch with your left hand and then take a furry elbow straight to the jaw of this spine devil.
Mhm.
I'm gonna be honest, if you tried that on Yalo, you're certain I would have knocked him the fuck out. But you're like, oh god damn it, this guy's tougher than Yalo.
All right. And then I'm going to kind of definitely skip back around Royal.
Okay. And that puts us up to Damros.
Damn, that screws me up. Okay, so firstly, could I use my bonus action to hide?
Yes.
'Cause I
Roll
wanna-
your stealth check.
I want to be hidden when I duck around the corner to shoot this guy.
Yep.
That's 24 for stealth.
All right. Cool.
Okay, and then I'm going to go 5, 10, 15. Basically, right on Royal for half a second is the best way, you know.
I can have you share Royal's spot because just with the way that the map sizing kind of works, is we can assume that you literally just went right to the corner of the wall and then turn around and shooting.
Yeah, and then I'm going to just step back there.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. That's a weakness of using roll 20.
Okay, yeah, that's my plan. So I'm going to take a shot at him
Take
with
it
my
with
short bow.
advantage. He did not notice you.
That would be a 15 to hit.
15 hits. Roll with sneak attack.
All right, there's the first one, which comes out to an 8, and then the other two, 12 piercing damage.
Okay, that is. Same deal with you. Is you thought, man, that's a pretty awesome attack, and it comes through. It's like you thought you hit you hit it right in the where its carotid artery would be if it has the same physiology as humans, and a little bit of blood just kind of seeps down, but you expected it to do more.
Okay, and I'm just gonna go. People upstairs, devils outside. We're fucked.
At that point, we have Yellow up.
I am going to dash again
Okay.
and catch up to the party and go next to the farm up there.
Sweet deal. All right. That brings us to the devil. Let's go down like this. Change the layer this one's on. As a second one comes down, and this one will charge straight up to Royal. Actually, this one's going to dash and come down, but this one right here is going to attack Royal, and is going to make. Cool. All right, and it's going to try to stab you with its trident. And that will be a 17 to hit.
That'll hit.
All right, that is 6 piercing damage.
Okay.
And then I need you to make. Actually, no. Damn, I don't even get the full stat block from this. God damn it. Yeah, this. It turns out here's the fun part. For a D&D official module, they do not add in creatures accepted, or they added in creatures not put into D&D. Yeah, so there could be a string along on this. I don't know because I can't find this information. Yep. So, and then that's going to be all that it can do. The other one can't do anything as well. So we're back to the top with Royal and Varm. Just to let you know, this one right here is the one that you guys have. Let me make a denotation of that.
Okay. If Farm doesn't mind, I am going to I'm gonna try to slip past him to the other side.
Okay.
And then I'm still dragging that imp. So I'm gonna take that out and try to jam it with the stinger on this one that we've been hitting.
Okay, so that's going to be an improvised weapon, probably using your strength. So you don't have proficiency with this because it's the first time you've ever tried to do it, but it is D20 plus your strength.
And I'm reckless.
With advantage.
So I'm just adding strength?
Just adding strength, that's it.
14.
14 does hit. Holy shit. Okay, so that's going to be.
What do I roll?
Since you're using its stinger, it's 1d6 plus 1 piercing damage.
6 piercing damage.
Okay. And then it needs to make a DC 11 Constitution saving throw. And it's a straight 1 for everything here. And it rolls a natural 20.
Ah.
Okay. like as you just see this weird human centipede version demon being created by Royal, as it takes the barb from the imp's tail and just slams it right into the chest of that devil.
I'm
Anything else you want to do in this turn?
concerned.
Oh,
Um,
did you add your rage damage to this?
no.
Because it was a strength weapon.
So +2.
All right, so that ends up. Yeah, so that's what happens, and you take that rage damage was important.
Ah, nice.
Yeah. So tell me, how do you want this spine devil to go down?
You're gonna be better at describing this than me.
That's okay. Yeah. So essentially, now you have two dead demons attached to each other.
I'm instantly thinking about human centipeding this thing.
Okay. Now we have Varm going up.
Oh, he's fallen out of the chat.
Oh damn.
Let me shoot him a text real quick.
Okay.
That sound just there was him?
Yeah. So
Must have been, yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna throw Varm in as soon as he becomes available. Vash the Stampede is up next. Never mind. He's right back in the chat. Okay.
All right.
Varm, you're up next.
Yeah, I right after you said his rage damage, and then everything cut out. I heard nothing, so I figured my Discord fucked up again. So
Gotcha.
I just restarted it. All right. I'm gonna holster my pistol, grab my warhammer, and I'm gonna jump. As long as Vash doesn't mind, I'm gonna jump to the area that Royal vacated.
Mhm.
And I'm going to yell, "It's clobbering time," and I'm going to try and hit the remaining devilish thing.
Cool.
That would be, I believe, a 24 to hit.
Oh my god, that fucking hits so hard. Like, hey, you know what? It is fucking clobbering time. Roll for damage.
And that is 8 bludgeoning.
All right.
And then I'm just going to hit right there. That'll be it.
Yeah, I don't know what a demon can so like, but your characters do now. Yeah, that brings us to Vash the Stampede. Just to let you know, this is a valid area to stand for a melee attack.
Okay. I actually don't necessarily
Care?
need to though, because I have reach with my Naginta.
Yep.
So I will make an attack over the top of Varm.
Mhm.
Does it? I guess it wouldn't have flanking advantage, right? Because I'm attacking from behind someone.
Flanking traditionally no, but given the situation, you're essentially making an attack and they can't see your full motion.
Mhm.
So I would say it still applies.
Okay. Thank you.
If we're going based off of what you would see as a person as opposed to the top-down view, I'd say it's still
Okay. All right. So it's a 16 to hit,
hits.
and it's gonna be for 9 piercing damage.
Okay. Sweet deal. All right. Anything else you want to do?
Yeah. I guess seeing that it didn't go down, I'll step up next to Varm and do my like an open palm kind of offhand strike for my my unarmed strike.
Okay. So just
bonus
how
action.
this for a bonus action attack, you do not get to add your proficiency to it. If I remember correctly, it's just D20 plus your dex.
I mean, that's not how it has it on D&D Beyond.
What does it say on D&D Beyond for your offhand strike?
It says when you use the attack action with an unarmed strike or monk weapon on your turn, you can make one unarmed strike as a bonus action.
Yes.
And it says +6 to hit like it does for my weapons.
Okay, so that's one of the weaknesses in D&D Beyond. The monk in my live game had the same issue, where it comes down to when you make the offhand strike,
Mhm.
you don't get the proficiency, but you still have your skill modifier because it comes down to I'm trying to remember the explanation he gave. Is that essentially is you made your attack and you're now just trying to come in with the you don't get to have the like it's not as planned out.
I thought this.
So you know what? Here's what we're gonna do because we've been playing it this way. Roll regular. I'm gonna find what it says in the player's handbook, and then we're gonna solve it after.
Okay.
Yep.
I mean,
that's what we've been doing the entire time.
Probably wouldn't have mattered anyway because I rolled a natural 18.
Okay, yeah, that hits.
So then that's going to be for another 8 bludgeoning or slashing damage, depending if you want me to use my claws or just my open paw.
So based off of the bonus action here, it had like, oh yeah, I see what you're saying now. I'm gonna go bludgeoning on this.
Okay.
So that's another 8 damage. You said. Cool.
Yep. And then that's it for me.
Sounds good. We're to go next to Damros.
Alrighty, if he is still alive, then I will take my step back there and shoot at him.
Okay.
And because people are engaged with him, I will get sneak attack.
You would.
If I can actually put my dice where they belong, that'd help. That comes to a total of 24.
So hit so hard. Almost so hard it would hit him twice.
Alright, so that is 4 plus whatever I get on these. Another 4, so 8.
Okay.
I rolled 2 1s and a 3.
Hey, it still hits.
Mm-hmm.
As you guys are essentially doing the Shaun of the Dead, let's circle around this guy, move in a circle, and just hit them all. Yellow, up next. You are muted, Yellow.
Kill Queen.
You said on top of the dead demon or thing is a viable place to stand?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to run up there and I'm going to extend my palm and blast some poison in that remaining guy's face, and that's a DC Constitution save of 12.
So, hold on. What's the
13.
spell you're doing?
Poison
Poison
spray.
spray.
Poison spray. All right. So, it
Constitution
doesn't.
13.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter what I roll.
Okay.
Because it finds out that poison is something that demons are immune to. So as you go into your bag and you get the pocket poison sand, you throw it out in its face. It just kind of breathes it all in, and honestly, he looks about as a guy going to a Dave Matthews concert.
I get very wide-eyed, and I use the rest of my movement to run back, even if it
With everybody.
Yeah, with everybody, apparently. Jesus.
Yeah.
I've got too much control.
So, just to make it simple, I gave all players.
Yeah, no, I gotcha.
Options. Yeah. All right. So that being said, we're now at the spined devil's turn. This time, he's a little intimidated by Royal because of what he saw him do and just the barbaric nature of his attacks. He also knows that Vash is the one that's hurting him the most right now, so he's probably going to make the attack at Vash. So let's go into that's a natural 20.
That'll hit, yeah.
Yeah,
Karma's
so
a bitch.
Yeah, so that ends up being 12 piercing damage.
Okay.
As this trident just kind of comes through, and he it like the Hawaiian sling in Survivor. He there's this small little strap that's just connected to his arm, and he loads the tension up in the trident. And as he throws his arm forward, he lets go of the trident, and it flings forward. It just boom hits you right into the chest. Comes out, and he grabs it, and there's just a whole bunch of cat blood going down, and it's ruining your mane a little bit, dude. Sorry. Yeah, but that's its turn. And now we're back up to Yellow and Varm, or not Yellow, Royal and Varm.
I'm going to grab the dead one's trident in hand, and then jam the trident into the next one.
All right. So this one is. Hold on a second. I want to make sure that I know that a trident is a versatile weapon before I make a ruling on this. I'll be right back.
If I remember right, it is not, but it should be.
Yeah, I mean, trident is a variation of a spear.
Right.
So it's just whatever the spear is set as in the player's handbook.
Which I think sort of bogus because it's like a triple spear.
It is versatile, so you can use strength or dex,
Well,
or no, so it can do 1d8 damage.
definitely.
So versatile is like 1 or 2 hands.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh no, it's what I'm looking for is finesse.
And
So,
come on, dice.
because you, yep. I'm gonna roll this as a strength.
Okay, reckless.
Cool. With advantage.
17.
Hits.
Is it D6?
D6. Yes.
That's a 5. I don't know what I'm adding other than +2 for raging. So at least 7.
It's your strength again. Yeah.
12.
Okay. So guess what? This is once again you did exactly the number you need. So
And now we have a monster centipede.
yeah. So what you need to know here is you have a dead imp that has a bunch of drag marks on it. Its barbed tail going into the chest of one of these spine devils, which in its Hawaiian slinged trident has stabbed into the chest of another spine devil, all of which are connected into each other. And then underneath that, you just see a manic Bash the Stampede standing over it, just kind of oddly proud of himself. Yeah, so we're gonna end that battle right there. Varm is next up on the stack.
All right. I look around. I guess I don't see any more enemies.
Nope.
That second one came from upstairs, though.
Yep. So
I am going to head that way.
cool. So your movement, we're just gonna put you. There's the top of the stairs right there. And then if I go over 5, 10, 15, it took the first 20 feet of your movement to get there.
All right. I just want to step in just a little further and get a lay of the land.
All right, yeah, you see up here 3 doors, and then a pulley system that goes from the bottom floor to the top floor right here. Okay. Based off of when you noticed Damros was doing surveillance, this was the room that he was surveilling on when all the shit went down.
Okay, so 3 doors down. I'm just gonna continue and use up the rest of my 5 feet and stay right there.
Take inspiration.
Yep, 3 doors down.
Yep, puns get inspiration. Then we get to Vasta Stampede.
Okay. I'm going to quickly but gingerly sort of hop around all of this excessive gore.
5, 15, 20. So Vash, to let you know, this was 20 feet of move speed.
Okay. And I'm going to go 5, 10, 15. I'm going to open this door because I don't actually know what I'm looking for yet and see what I see inside that room.
So that is W6. Large sections of the roof have caved in above that room, leaving holes in which birds and precipitation can enter. The floors are littered with broken shingles, bird droppings, wrecked furnishings, other detritus, and scores of pigeons roost in the moldy rafter.
Okay. I know I'm looking for a stone, but that doesn't seem like that would be the place they would put the Stone of Galore. So I'm going to just step there, finish my 40 feet of movement, and end my turn.
All right, cool. Damros.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Which would put you up here in reality.
And 30.
Cool. Yellow.
All right, that's 5, 10. Oh, I gotta lean forward. 15, 20, 30. Okay. That brings me up where?
Yeah. So what's your move speed as a gnome? Is it 25 or 30?
It's 25, but I'm going to be dashing.
All right, cool. Then I'm gonna put you just one block south to yellow, so I can keep eye both of your.
Yep, then I'm going to dash down. Just in front of this door right here, then.
Okay, you're gonna open it, or?
If I have time to, yeah. If
Oh,
I
absolutely.
can use it as a bonus action, then definitely.
Yep. So as you open the door, you see,
Looks like a broom cupboard.
yeah, it's a stone floor with a bunch of webbing over it.
Ooh, I don't do spiders. I close the door.
All right, cool.
don't even read the rest. I shut the door.
Yeah, now we're back up to the top with Royal and Varm.
I'm gonna pick up the last one's trident,
Okay.
because you can never have too many weapons.
Yeah, do me a favor. I need to give you stat blocks for this trident,
Okay.
so that you have the Hawaiian sling ability that comes with it.
Okay.
So just to make sure that I have an idea, is I need to write down the list of items that I need to write for people. So for Dan, I need the poison pistol.
Yep.
For Scott, I need the Hawaiian sling. Anybody else has stuff that I need to write up?
I don't remember what it was, but I had something. I thought it was like bracers or something like that. I can't remember what it was, and I, of course, didn't write it down. So I can go back and listen and find it.
All right, cool. Yeah, so this is going to be kind of the custom thing is basically as enemies you encounter get special abilities and you beat them and take their weapons, you do get access to those abilities.
Cool.
Yeah, so.
Right. And then I'm going to go up the stairs.
Sounds good. So that will put you, yeah, thank you.
I don't know how. Can I get all the way up?
Yeah,
And
easily.
Can I get so I can get past them?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, to get you up the stairs would have been only 15 feet of your movement based on.
Okay. So we'll say that's 15 and 20, 25, 30.
Yep. All right, cool. Varm up next.
I just want to remark that Scott always has to be in front.
Hey, remember he never did this back when he was a ranger.
So, seeing Vash open and close the door to my left in the hallway there, and Yalo opening and then very hurriedly closing the door on my right. 5, 10. I'm gonna beat Royal to this door here.
Can I just say how different Dungeons and Dragons have been over the last 3.5 years? Where before it was like, I don't want to be the one to open the door. That might be trapped. I might take damage. To now it's like, no, fuck you. I'm opening the door.
If anyone's gonna die an idiot hero, it's gonna be me.
I just can't wait. I can't wait till we get to the point where Vaughn just starts shooting doors open. Bam! Bam!
Beat
Varm,
that.
once again, you notice that as you try to open this door, this door is locked.
Yeah, I was gonna.
And it
Yeah,
begins.
I wanted to listen to see if I hear any commotion
Okay.
from the other side before I go Mr. Blonde on it.
So if that's the case, instead of checking the door, you put your ear to it, and you do hear some muffled sounds out here, based off of the echo of a stone room and the thickness of the door. It's hard for you to get specific words, but you do hear two voices clearly. So let me change layers, because based off of, even an average ability's senses, you know that there are two individuals there. But in terms of what they're specifically saying, it's hard to do. No matter how you roll, it's just the way the door is.
Okay. Before I attempt to open the door, I want to motion to Vash and Royal, put up 2, and then point in the door.
All right. So I'm gonna let you guys determine if you understand SWAT language, or break down the door can't. So then that leads to my next question, Varm, is would you like to try to jimmy the lock, or do you want to just break down the door?
I do have thieves' tools, but I think that would definitely give away the fact that we're out here if we haven't already. So I think subtlety is out the window here. So I'll just try to beat the door down.
All right. So first off, with here, I want you to make an athletics check to see if you can break down the door.
This is going to be a good one, I hope.
Oh, it better be.
That is a dirty 20. I get a +6 to that.
Yeah, so 20 is exactly what you needed. Now, what I want is a performance check, and what this performance is really entailing here is how much these two individuals are surprised by you breaking down the door. That being said, I want you to add your strength modifier instead of your charisma modifier because it's a feat of strength. So D20 plus strength.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to say, I do get advantage on intimidation based on...
Yeah, let's do that instead. Yeah, but once again, you're adding strength instead of charisma. I like intimidation better. It fits more nicely.
All right, and what was I was going to get advantage on that, or no?
You have advantage on it because it's an intimidation check, and you also add strength instead of charisma, so you get the +6.
16.
All right. Can you give me your best years, Johnny? Yeah, that's essentially what happens. Is instead of the Shining, where just the face comes out, it's all of Varm that comes through the door here. And these two cultists, you see wet spots in their pants. You see the stone as they toss it out the window to one of the spined devils. And that's your object interaction. Anything else you'd like to do this turn? As I'm going to put you right there due to the force of breaking down the door.
Okay. No, I think that'll be it.
Cool. That brings us to Royal, if Royal is not gone already.
No, I got up the stairs. Varm went after me.
Okay, cool. Then it's Vesh.
Okay. I turn to Royal and say, I don't get it. He only hit the door once. And
did you just accuse him of making a knock-knock joke?
Well,
Fuck, take inspiration.
He pointed with 2 and then he just hit the door once.
Fucking take inspiration.
All right. Let's see.
If he hadn't done that, I was gonna count to 2 and then just rush the door.
Okay, I'm gonna run in 5, 15. I'm just gonna run between the two of them. I'm going to shout out, "Where's the stone?" And I'm gonna hit one of them with my Naginta and the other one with my elbow. Or I'm just gonna swing the Naginta and then just smack the other guy in the face with my hand.
All right. So then the question here that I have is, which one gets the Naginta and which one gets the furry elbow?
Naginta to the south, and then a handful of squish beans to the guy on my east.
Okay, cool. Roll to hit.
All right. So the Naginta is a 21, and
Hits.
the offhand strike is a 19.
Hits.
Okay. All right. The Naginta. Dang, I rolled really low on damage there. The Naginta is a 5 piercing damage, and then the unarmed strike is 6 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, cool. You guys are like, oh my god, is everything that is slightly demonic hard to damage? And you get to these cultists, you're like, huh, that's what it's like. Damros up next.
Alrighty then. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Mm-hmm.
And I will stab that fellow.
Okay. With advantage, because I believe someone else is in melee range.
And sneaky attacks.
Yeah. Should you hit?
Rapier gives me a +5, so a 23.
Yep, it hits.
Alright, and that one is the 8-sided one, and 2d6s. So that is 18 slashing.
Hey, explain to me how you just, flat out destroyed this person's life.
That is just going to be a nice, clean rapier cut across the throat.
Okay. So with rapiers being a piercing weapon, the rapier comes through, gets right through the throat, and then you essentially skewer the person. They fall down onto their knees, and as you pull out, it's kind of like that for honor execution, where you slightly bow to it as the person just kind of slumps over.
Works for me.
Yep. Then we got Yalo.
Alrighty, sorry. I was talking to the wife about the baby.
That happens.
So he killed the one. Is there another? This person's still alive, correct?
Correct.
All right, I'm going to.
Wildly concussed due to a meow meow beans, but
I'm gonna run into the room and slide between Varm's legs and jump onto this dead corpse and throw some poison into this guy's face.
All right, so that's a Constitution saving throw.
Yes,
Which is a natural
13, I
3.
think.
Yeah, natural 3 stays a natural 3. So roll for damage.
All right, that is going to be a D12 of poison, and it is 6 poison damage.
All right, so explain to me what this poison does.
You remember how Yalo looked about an hour and a half ago? That's about how this guy's looking right now.
Hey, when you alter yourself, go with what you know. Yeah, so as this point comes out, it's now the Spined Devil's turn, and they all look at how quickly you overtook the room, and all 3 just dash away from the building and across the rooftops. Essentially, what you guys need to know is, like, even though the windmill itself is the tallest building in the area, you do have direct access to all the buildings are kind of connected. It's like when you go into residential areas in like the movie Gangs of New York, all the buildings are smack dab right up next to each other. You can just run from rooftop to rooftop to rooftop. And there's small variances in height, but there is no in between buildings. As they start, as they start flying down these rooftops.
Did I notice them toss the stone out the window?
I would say yes. Very, very readily you saw that.
Did I also notice if any of the devils actually have possession of it? Or did they not know what was going on and just let it fall to the ground like idiots?
No, they very intentionally caught it and flew away. And this middle one here is currently in possession of the stone. So because your character's aware of it, what looks the most like a stone? There you go. That looks stonish.
He's got stones, guys.
Yeah. As this goes through, so just to let you know, we're now in sort of a skills challenge portion out here. So you guys describe to me what you want to do, and then we kind of facilitate that down.
All right. I want a Yoda on top of the strongest person's back.
Would I be able to switch out weapons and take a bow?
Oh,
chance at hitting one of them with the bow?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm taking out hand axes.
I'm gonna grab YOLO and jump out the window.
No.
Nice.
YOLO, I think, based off of what YOLO kind of said, is unless you take him out of Royal's backpack. He's in Royal's backpack.
I was actually gonna say I wait for Damros to take off, and I'm gonna like leap out the window and like grab onto his arm and just like ride with him out.
That works for me. How much do you weigh?
Enough where you would not be like your dash now becomes your normal move.
Okay.
It's essentially you're grappling with somebody.
You can just put me down. I'll start rooftop jumping.
So as we go out the window, I'm gonna chuck his dumb ass.
All right.
Give him 5 extra feet.
Yeah, throw him towards the people.
All right, so there is no map for this. So let's resolve this before we
There's
fully
a
set
lot to
up.
resolve.
Varm, roll your bow attack.
Actually, could I change that? I want to just, it'd be easier to pull out my pistol and
Yeah,
take
Yeah.
a shot.
Yeah, would be a
Good thinking.
gunslinger.
You know what, Varm? Roll for badass. Go for it. That's a pistol attack. Roll
That's
for
it.
being tired of this shit.
It was a natural 20 and it rolled to an 8.
Oh.
Ooh.
Does a 14 hit?
It does hit.
All right. Obviously, I'm shooting for the one that I saw grab the stone.
As one does.
All right, that is 10 piercing.
Okay. As this one comes down and you clip its wing, it begins to like kind of waver a little bit. It self-rights. It's like another spine devil comes towards it, and then they hand off the stone of galore. So the middle one now has it.
I had a
based
feeling
off-
we were going to be playing a rugby game here.
Yep. So just to let you guys know, is by the end of Varm's shot, the devils are about 100 feet away from you.
I am going to run after them across the rooftops. And since I'm raging, I with my thing I can bonus action dash.
Mm-hmm.
So keep running after them, and then when I get to the end of that, I'm gonna throw a hand axe at the one with the stone.
So because you are, hold on one second.
And I'm probably like the disadvantage range
Now, does Royal let me get in his backpack? Is the question.
because it's
Yes.
a 2060.
So all right, because you're running on the rooftops, I need you to roll a d20.
Okay. That is an 11. What am I adding?
Nothing. So these are flat rolls, like you're
Okay.
rolling on a complication table.
Okay.
And with an 11, you rolled a no complication.
Hey.
So you're able to dash up. What you're noticing here is, what is your move speed when you're raging?
It's 30.
You should get
Does it change?
Doesn't look like it changes.
no, because monks get bonus movement. I thought you guys would.
No. Yeah.
As you are dashing, you notice you're still losing out on like the speed of flying creatures. That being said, you're able to bring the gap down to 40 feet.
Okay. So throw a hand axe. It's going to be at disadvantage because I'm.
Yep. But
Yes.
if you reckless it, it can become a flat roll.
Ooh, nice. Yes, reckless all day. So that is 13 to hit.
13 just barely hits, and I'm assuming you're going after the one that has the stone now, this middle one.
Yes,
Okay.
as long as I can tell who has it.
There's
I
no
roll
secret about it.
that. So it's 6 total slashing.
Okay. As this one comes down and it gets hit, it once again makes the handoff, so it's now on the outside, and the middle one has the stone of galore. So if you guys haven't noticed here, is as soon as one gets hit, they make the handoff. All right. Then Yellow, just because you are moving with Vash, we're gonna move you to share his initiative on the stack.
Okay. After he runs with me, I'm going to Misty Step out of the backpack, 30 feet ahead.
30 feet ahead. So now you're 10
Yep.
feet away.
If that, yeah. And then I'm going to attempt to tackle, I'm going to use my movement to close the 10 feet and then attempt to tackle the one with the stone.
Now, because you're running down the rooftops, I need you to roll a d20.
Yep. It rolled out to be an 11. Do I add anything to that?
Nope, flat roll, nothing.
That's what I rolled.
Here, yep. So you're now 10 feet away. You were able to use your movement to close the gaps. You're in melee range with it.
Yep, and Misty Step is a bonus action, so I want to use my main action to try to tackle the one that has the stone.
All right, this will be an athletics check.
Or jump and grab onto it. That is a 17, and what's my athletics? Is a -1, so 16.
I feel bad because this is the best form tackle you've ever seen a gnome do. But the flying devil rolled a 19 on a flat strength roll.
Oh.
So you said there's like, damn, like.
Yalo
This
has no
was
right
it.
succeeding anyways.
Yeah. And he just goes like, holy shit, this gnome could actually, play sports. And it just goes like,
There
oh.
goes my hero.
Yeah.
Then record scratch.
God damn it, take inspiration. Yep. Now that brings us to Vash the Stampede.
Okay, so so it like to get out the window and to like run across the rooftops, is there like a fall associated with that?
No.
No? Okay, all right. So then I want to jump out the window and use key point as a bonus action to do Step of the Wind.
Okay.
Um,
So just tell me what's the max distance you can cover.
80 feet.
All right, cool. So you're 20 feet away from where the Spine Devils are right now.
So it says also my jump distance is doubled. Would I be able to like try to jump and grab onto the stone?
No, because the jump also costs movement.
Don't forget, you also have feline agility.
Right, and I already used that.
Yep.
Actually,
just to let
no, I didn't.
And then
Also,
also to let you know,
it's in
because
combat.
you're running on the rooftops, I need you to roll a d20.
Okay. 17.
Okay. Nothing happens.
So I have a question. I actually have not used feline agility. So, are we considered in combat?
You're in a skills challenge right now.
Okay, so then I wouldn't be able to do that. Okay, I guess then for my action, what I'll do is I will like try to throw a dart at the wing of the one that is holding the stone.
All right, so the one in the middle. Roll to hit.
Okay. That's gonna be a 12.
12 unfortunately misses.
Damn. Okay.
Wait, did you like what? So you went 80 feet. You're 20 feet away. Did you roll with disadvantage or was?
20 feet is the end range for the straight roll.
Okay, so you did flat roll.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. Straight roll. Words have meaning. Sorry. Yeah. So unfortunately, you missed.
Okay.
That brings us to Damros.
Alrighty. I will go my 30 feet out, and that puts him how far away from me?
So the first question here is: are you flying out or are you running out?
Flying.
Okay, so you will not have to roll since you're not actually touching the rooftops. But if you just fly, your move speed is 30 feet per turn, right?
Correct.
So doing a base move, you're now 70 feet away.
Which puts him just inside of normal range for the short bow.
Okay.
And since Yellow's engaged with the one with the stone, he is within 5 feet, correct?
Yes.
So I would get sneak attack on this.
Should you hit?
Should I hit? And just want to make sure. Alright, so that'll be that. I don't think I'm going to hit with a 7.
Unfortunately, no. Is yeah, flying and like how much you have to change your altitude while short bowing makes it a very difficult shot, and unfortunately, you just haven't done it enough.
Yeah, I
to
rolled
really
a
learn.
2.
Yeah, to really learn how the physics works on that.
Fuck you, physics.
Yeah, so normally this would be Yellow's turn, but he worked with Royal on the last round. So now the Spined Devils are going to fly, and based off of their move speed, they are another 80 feet out in front of you. So they're 80 feet away from Yallo. Yallo, if you want, with the one that had the Stone of Galore, you are able to make an attack of opportunity.
Definitely.
Okay, roll to hit.
No.
Okay.
I can tell you if it helps, but it's a 6.
No. Does not hit.
Yeah.
Okay. That being said, there are also a couple of imps that make themselves visible. They have slingshots as they come through, and let's see what their logic is right now. Based off of what they're seeing, the one that can fly presents the most present threat to them, so they're going to make their slingshot attacks towards you, Mike.
Fuck you,
Dammers.
imps.
All right, so the first one is going to be a 17 to hit.
Hits.
That will be 3 bludgeoning damage.
Alrighty.
The second one is going to be a flat 18, so 21 to hit.
Hits.
For 4 bludgeoning, bludgeoning damage, whatever I said the last one did. As these imps come out with these giant slingshots, they pull back, they throw out, and these small marbles just come through, and they hit you right in the chest as you see Damro start to struggle a little bit to stay in the air, but holds position. We're now back up at the top of the order with Royal and Varm.
Based on what I know about these things, which might be nothing, do I think they're making a straight line towards where they're going? Or do I maybe know where they might be going?
You have no idea where.
Okay.
You just know that they're following the rooftop.
And so far they've been flying straight though. Like they haven't curved.
They are flying along the rooftop, so it's not always a straight line. But
Okay.
it seems like the rooftops are a way for them to know where they're supposed to be going.
Okay.
So based on this, you're confident they're not going to run away from this line of rooftops. You're not worried that they're going to go somewhere that you can't go because you can't fly.
Right.
But at the same time, you're like, oh shoot, like they are leaving us.
I was just trying to think if there's any way for me to, cut the edge on them. So yeah, I'm just going to keep bonus action dash across the rooftops so I can get 60 feet like that, assuming I don't run into anything.
Start off by rolling a d20.
And it says 19.
All right, nothing happens. So you move your 60 feet forward. It's now 40 feet away from you.
I roll on the rooftops all the time.
Yep.
And then you said they're 60 feet away?
Yep.
So I'm going to throw my other hand axe.
All right. Yeah, so do me a favor, guys. Keep track of how far away
Okay.
are, because it's going to be a mess for me to try to remember everyone's individual.
Okay. I'm just going to keep a note then.
Yep. Thank you.
Yep. I think I probably missed because that is a 9 to hit.
Cool. Yeah, that misses, unfortunately. So then we got Varm up next.
All right. Since I have not yet left the room we were in the windmill, I assume that these creatures are now 180 feet away from me.
Correct. Hey, Aaron, can you do me a favor? Can you mute your mic, please?
Oh, sorry, I thought I was.
No, thank you, dude. Yep.
All right, so even if I dash, it's only 60. Still outside gun range, but this whole thing is leaving me in the dust. So I guess I'm gonna have to try and dash across the rooftops if I can.
Sounds good. Can you do me a favor? Roll a d20.
13.
All right, nothing happens. Oh man, what's the point of this table when you guys just roll high? So you're now 120 feet.
120 feet away. I need to be 90. Shit. I'm going to use my action surge.
Okay. And that'll give you another movement.
To dash again.
Okay, cool. So that puts you at 90 away with a attack.
So do I roll the rooftop run again?
No, so I'm just doing it once per round for you. Because otherwise it comes down to like every 30 feet of do in at a turn, and I don't. That's just messy and not fun.
Okay. So that was my main action, and I still only get one attack per turn. So.
Okay. Man, I need to get you guys level 5. Yep.
All right, so that's 120. So I'm only 60 away from them right now before they move.
All right. So given the fact of what's going on is what I'm going to tell you guys is you see that unfortunately you guys are not able to close the distance, but they stay in your vision the entire time out here. I'm going to carry these 3 over onto our next page. And that will get us into the Streets of Waterdeep map. So sorry, I got to take you to a wrong map. Just bear with me. All right, and you guys now see like a bunch of white numbered buildings.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so what's going to happen here is I'm going to zoom in so I can see all these tokens. And I'm going to delete these and give you the ones that you actually have control over. But, oh my god. DMing is hard, guys. Here are the, so I can delete these. Because I don't need them, and I can put these guys back in. So they're on 6, and then for the purpose of argument, let me grab my ruler. So you guys would be on this building right here. I totally did not think this was the way that we were going to do this, but here we are. Why do I say this all the time? Damn, you guys are being creative. And... all right, so you guys are on the east end of the map.
Mhm.
You're on this gray building. And I still need Yallo. What did I do with Yallo? There he is. You're just hiding under Damaris. Okay, so as you're all right there, those are the 3 spine devils that you see as you come into this downtown district of Waterdeep. At this point, you hear the spine devils begin to speak a little bit, and they point towards this direction right here. Okay, towards the central western portion of the map. Okay. At this point, we are on their turn, and they're no longer going to dash. They're going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And then this one goes right there, and this one goes right there. And that is their turn. We're back to the top with Royal and Varm.
All right.
I just finished. I think it should be.
So, I understand that part. We're now but I didn't go with it. So, DMing's hard, guys. Vash the Stampede is up.
Okay. I am going to use another key point to do Step of the Wind again.
Okay.
So that I'm going to try to. Let's try that again. Fine. Okay, I'm gonna get to there.
Mhm.
And I guess what I'm going to try to do this time, and I know it's a disadvantage because of the range, but I'm going to try to hit the stone. See if I can knock it out of the hands of the devil that's carrying it with a dart.
Sounds good. So roll with disadvantage.
Okay. That's not going to do it, though. It's going to be an 11.
Yeah, unfortunately, this was able to deflect it with its claws.
All right, that's it for me.
Okay. That brings us to Damros.
Alrighty. And I am there, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 20, 25, 30. That's all I got.
All right. Yalo.
Okay, I am going to jump across. How much is it? That's 10 to do it. Jump across.
Yep.
At 15, 20, 25. 32, 40, 45, 50. All right, I'm going to end my turn there after dashing.
Okay. Now it's Royal and Varm's turn.
Okay. I forgot I was supposed to either be attacking or taking damage to maintain. So I'm gonna punch myself.
Okay. Just give yourself 1 bludgeoning damage to keep your rage up then.
And then I'm going to jump across.
Mhm.
So that's 10 feet, you said?
Yep.
And then go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Bonus action dash, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
All right. Based off of what you can see now is you have this horse and carriage. And let me make sure that I need to zoom in. That comes up on the map. All right. So, just making sure that you guys all see it. You see a carriage with Odd Job from the Bond movies and that cultist token in the carriage, and then 2 horses, and that's it.
Okay.
That's a question.
What?
I am asking you, like that's all
yeah.
you guys can see on the western portion of the map. Okay, cool.
Mhm.
Then I set that up like, guys, I'm learning how to use Roll20 after 3.5 years.
I didn't go far enough west. So it's like, I don't know what you're... Okay, got it. I see it.
All right. So that's what we see. Varm, your turn.
I guess I'll do the same as Royal. Just use the jump over and use the dash action to stay up with everyone.
Sounds good. So now it is the devil's turn. I need to be on the right layer here. So they're going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. As it's coming in down right here. And then making sure I have this right.
I was attacking. What am I thinking?
The middle one is it holding the Storm of Glure. And now we're back up to Vash.
I'm so dumb. I've been attacking.
Actually, hold on 1 second. Varm, you're in shooting range. If you want to take a shot.
Why? Because they moved?
Because they're within 90 feet of you, and that's the range of your gun. I forget that ranged attacks exist in this game.
I'm also going to want to...
Okay. Yeah, so based off of where you ended your turns, both of you have that ability. I just kind of forgot.
So I'm stupid. I've been attacking, so I don't know why I was thinking I need to punch myself.
All right, then take that bludgeoning damage and give it right back to yourself.
Yep. I have a javelin.
Yes.
So I'm going to take that out.
Okay.
And chuck that.
All right. I'm assuming you're going at the one who's currently holding the stone.
Yes.
Cool.
That is an 18 plus stuff.
Hits. Just with the 18. Hits.
Okay. Javelin is 7 plus 2, 9. Piercing.
That includes your rage bonus?
Yes.
Okay. So 9 gets reduced.
Whoops. That's supposed to be a heal.
Cool. All right, and then Varm, you can attack if you want to.
Oh, of course.
No, I don't have my chance.
Yikes. 14 to hit.
14 just barely hits.
Okay. That is, that's nice. That's 13 piercing damage.
All right, 13 gets reduced to that. Cool. The one that's currently holding the Stone of Galore looks like it's like quickly wearing out. But based off of the way that the initiative stack goes, they don't have a chance to move. The Stone of Galore, so that one still has it. Vash the Stampede is up.
Okay. Is it still 10 feet to cross the gap?
Yes.
Okay. So 10, 20, 30, 4. Well, Jesus. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Okay. I'm going to once again try to hit the stone with the dart.
Okay, with disadvantage because it's a called shot.
Okay. All right, that's a 15.
15 does hit.
Okay.
So roll damage and let me know the plain value you got on your damage dice.
Okay, so it's a 2, and then a +4 for the damage.
All right, so it's 6 total.
Yeah.
Which gets reduced down to 3. So as you come through, the dart hits the wrist of the spine devil, and it is going to make a strength check to see if it can hold onto the stone throughout all the pain. And that is a 16 with no modifier. So I'd say it would hold on.
Okay.
Yep. But yeah, I liked the way you were thinking. So that being said, it is Damros' turn.
Alright, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I'm wondering if that puts me in range. That does for a short bow shot.
Yeah, what's the short bow range? Is it 90, 320?
80, 320.
80, 320, cool.
So that comes out to a 19 to hit.
19 hits.
And that is a single d6. And that will be 5 piercing damage.
All right, reduced. That spine devil looks like the next thing that hits it is going to kill. Now we go to Yellow.
All right. Yeah. I'm going to. How tall are these buildings that we're on?
A lot of these are single story out here, so I would say they're somewhere between 20 and 30 feet off the ground.
Okay, I would like to go sprinting towards the edge and then jump off and then midair throw an ice knife at the guy in the middle.
All right, so go ahead and roll to hit.
All right, that is a 9 plus 5 is 14.
14 does hit, so go ahead and roll damage.
All right, it does. 10 piercing damage, and then I forgot this on the first one. The ice shard explodes, and they all have to pass a DC dexterity of 13.
All right, so let's find out. I'm going to do the one on the south first.
Yep.
That passes. The second one fails. So the Stone of Galore drops underneath this dead body right now. And then how much damage for the secondary portion?
He's going to be taking 2d6 cold damage, and that comes out to 8.
All right, so that's reduced to 4. And then this one is the full 8. Well, I'm sorry, that's actually 2 damage, and this one takes 4 because of their cold resistance. All right. So,
and then I don't know if I take damage from jumping off the roof.
You are going to take damage from jumping off the roof. Because it's, we'll say 25 feet, there's two 10-foot sections. You will take 2d6 fall damage,
Okay.
which comes out to be 4.
Oh, not too bad. Pretty nimble.
Yep. So, I mean, guess because of your smaller size and stature, gravity and its effect on momentum just, isn't as big as a force for you. Yeah, so that brings us towards the end there. It's now the Spine Devil's turn. This one right here is going to fly down to 5 feet off the ground, fish the Stone of Galore out, which I'm going to call difficult terrain, and takes 10 feet of its move speed away, and then decides to dash. So it's going to go 30, 35, 40, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. And it's going to throw the Stone of Galore into this carriage. Okay. And then with its last move speed is just fly away. This one is going to match with it. That brings us to the carriage's turn, which is going to come down like this, move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And what's the move speed for a draft?
It's probably
I think it's
fast.
60 feet.
Oh my god, why can't... Oh, that's because this is the one I'm trying to look for. So I said 20, 30, 40, 50, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60 as it dashes.
Quick, it left the passengers behind.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Draft horse has a speed of 40 feet.
What'd you say, Mike?
40 feet for a draft horse.
Okay, so then I need to go 5 feet backwards. And then odd job. These two guys need to go with it. And now we're back up to the top, and the Stone of Galore is currently in the guy next to odd job. Where's that stone? There we go. All right. Now we're at Royal and Varm.
Can I see where the carriage is? Like through that alleyway?
Yeah, I'm gonna make a ruling that it's no secret where the carriage is.
Okay.
Horses on cobblestone streets are not quiet.
How do I do this? Can I long jump off the roof?
Yeah.
Onto the ground?
Yes.
Is this me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 5, 10.
So based off the speed there, you do take 6 fall damage, halved to 3.
Okay. 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60.
Okay.
45 feet. Can I throw that far?
I think
Yes.
Yeah, you could with disadvantage.
So all I have left is daggers
Okay.
that I can throw.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna chuck a dagger. Can I get to the horse? Yeah, I'm gonna throw a dagger at a horse.
Okay.
With disadvantage?
Yep. Now, I didn't expect to have to find a draft horse's AC.
So that is
10.
15 to hit.
I'm sure it hits.
Draft horse AC is 10.
Cool. Yes, it hits.
4, 5, 7 piercing.
Okay. And I can't even put that down on the token because those are grouped together, so I'm just going to write this. All right, cool. As it flings right into the ass of the horse. That brings us to Varm.
All right. Just want to drop down off the building.
Okay, as you take 5 fall damage.
Did I lose you again?
Nope.
Okay, what was that?
5 fall damage.
5. There. Okay.
Sweet deal. Vash the Stampede.
Okay. Is it still 10 feet across this
Yeah.
way?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm. What's up?
No, it's just maps are hard.
Okay. I'm gonna use my action to dash. 15. Oop. And that brings me to 65 to jump across there.
Mm-hmm.
And 80.
Okay. Damros.
All right, Corey reminded me that I can dash as a free action and that I've been an idiot. Or as a bonus action, I mean. So I'm going to do that. Go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then I want to take a bow shot at the one that has a dagger sticking out of its ass.
All right, roll to hit.
That is a total of 20.
All right, normal damage.
And that will be... if I'm not mistaken, it should be 4 damage.
Okay, cool. Now there is 2 projectiles in the butt of this horse.
Alrighty.
All right. Then we got Yellow.
All right. Apologize for the crying. I'm gonna, and that creates a straight line of dagger. Instead of throwing it, I'm gonna cast catapult on it and throw it right at the
I'm sorry, you're cutting in and out.
Sorry. Oh, hold on one second.
You said he's catapulting the dagger.
Yes, I'm using catapult to the day.
Okay.
90-foot range on it. And then it becomes 3d8 damage if it hits. It's a dex save of 13. Man, please.
All right. Sorry, I'm just gonna read this up because of the audio is kind of messing with me right now. 1 to 5 pounds that your dagger is not worn or carried. Flies in a straight line 90 feet. Dex saving throw. Object strikes the target and it stops moving. 3d8 bludgeoning damage. Okay. And it is a flat save. Okay. And it rolled exactly a 13. Okay. So the catapult comes through. This dagger begins to break the sound barrier. It just flings forward and unfortunately gets stuck right into the side of this building right there. The aim was just slightly off, unfortunately. That brings us to the carriage right now. As it's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15. as it's off the screen. That's going to end our session for today, as it leaves this segment of a village and moves into an alleyway. We're going to take the second half of this chase scene for the chapter for the next time that we play.
Yay, chases!
Yeah, but that being said, dude, this was a wonderful first session back. I know it's weird trying to get back into a space we haven't explored in a long time, but holy shit, have you guys found the energy in Waterdeep Dragon Heist? This was a really fun session for me.
I had
hope it was
fun
for
with
you guys as well.